We're friends.
Still me.
Oh fuck, dude. That's great. Microphone check 1, 2.
I wish you told it on the podcast.
I'll tell it.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
So I later realized that I did the effect on screen right now wrong, but I'm not gonna go back and fix it. This is not on.
No, yours isn't?
This is not working.
Oh, this is too loud. Wait. No, it's not on?
It says on, but it's not working.
The microphone?
I can hear you. Maybe it's your headphones.
Maybe it's my headphones, yeah.
Is the headphone?
You guys can hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you with
Yeah.
the mic. Yep.
No, I can't actually.
Oh, you can't?
No? Still no?
Still no.
I also can't hear Pato. And it's on?
It's on.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'll turn it off and on. No.
Can you like tap it?
Oh, yeah. I can't hear that.
No, me
No.
neither. This is concerning a little. Oh, fuck. Of course it's not right.
What happened?
Now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got it.
Just a little click away.
Yeah, but this is shitty.
Damn, dude. Sometimes my voice is nice. Sometimes you ever feel like that? Well, maybe not you, Gabriel.
Like,
No.
like you like your voice?
Oh, no.
Oof.
My voice.
I do like my
you
voice.
have a voice.
I like my voice. I'd rather have my voice than many other voices.
You have a nice voice. It's
Yeah.
like low, but not too low where like it's scary.
You know, lower voices demand more respect. Like people listen
Oh, yeah.
more closely.
Dude, my dad
Hey.
says the wildest shit, but he has like the smoothest, deepest voice ever. And he'll like convince you for a bit. He'll be like, you know, the problem with the economy
Just because
is
the
that
voice?
we're not growing potatoes in Spain anymore. And for a while, you'll be like, oh, fuck, maybe it is.
Yeah, that makes
But it's
sense.
just not.
Wait, you're saying? Oh, so like he's just very convincing.
Yeah, the voice. That
But he
gives him
doesn't-
authority.
I thought he promoted his smooth, silky voice, and he's like, I have the silkiest voice.
Oh, no.
No,
He
okay.
has it.
He
He
just has
generally
it.
has it.
Yeah.
But he just uses it for the worst kind of stuff.
I don't know if I'm recording the.
No,
video.
actually not. I love him.
The worst kind of stuff. What's he
You
out
know-
there doing?
With his smooth, silky voice, just knocking on doors. You know, Jesus Christ was a pedophile.
Oh yes, come in. I love your voice.
I just think
That's-
men are
that's what-
more reliable in general.
Are we
you know?
recording?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're recording.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Welcome
Podboys.
back to episode 66 of the last week's Tortilla podcast.
Podboys.
It is a Podboys episode.
No
Meeting.
guests today.
No, it's just
No.
a meeting. Let's just talk numbers. And
Yo, you have the accountant
I
hat
have the
on.
accountant
Yeah,
hat.
you just need a little ching.
yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Oh,
no.
that's what that hat is, right? Yeah, it's people that like are doing coke and numbers, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
why the translucent hat?
I just got it to go to raves with, and that's why I have these glasses as well.
Was yesterday a rave heavy?
Nice. Those are good rave
like,
glasses.
Those are like that's like my rave outfit.
That's a good outfit.
Shit. That's ridiculous. we
No, those glasses come in really handy when you're
Yeah,
like
for sure.
overstimulated
Yeah.
with the
Really?
lights and shit. Yeah, you just put
I
those
do
on.
want to talk about your rave, but talk about you were talking about how you opened for
Oh
Joey.
yeah, so Joseph, a
One
guest
day.
on this podcast. Actually, go check out that episode. Really
Yeah.
fun. So I was opening for him. He has this show in Spanish called "Is It Because I'm Black?" So he was like, "Hey, do you want to open for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, that won't confuse anybody."
Anyone?
So just I opened, and he has work, and then he had to like run to the club. But there was like the Real Madrid match.
Yeah.
So like traffic was impossible in Madrid, so he was stuck in traffic, and I had to do I think like a half an hour, 40 minutes
Shit.
of a show called "Is It Because I'm Black?" And it was just me on stage apologizing for not being black
Yeah.
and being like, "Look, I know."
Yeah, the answer was really quick. The answer is no.
No,
It's not. It's very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Was that the most the amount of?
Yeah, actually,
of
was
a
I
set?
didn't know I could do 40 minutes.
Yeah, really, and it
Wow.
went well. Like you felt
It
comfortable.
went
or-
well. Like I honestly,
That's wild.
I started off strong, so people liked me, and then I told them what was up. Like, hey, I was supposed to do 10 minutes. He's not.
Yeah,
like, I'm
okay.
just gonna keep going. And then like after half an hour, I told them like this is the longest I've ever done stand up for in my life, I think. And they're like, okay, go.
Yeah.
And then so we had to do a break at halftime for people to get drinks and stuff. So I do the break. And then 10 minutes after the break, I have to go back up and be like, hey, still me, still not black.
Wow,
Sorry,
man.
still very white.
And did
But-
you do 40-minute material or?
I did crowd work. Like, you know, I actually, a thing came in really handy. You know Errejón? Does the name ring a
Yeah.
bell?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's a politician in Spain, and he's from a left-wing party, and he was just... he actually resigned from his Congress spot because a bunch of women accused him of sexual assault.
Okay.
And I just like railed on that guy for like 5 minutes, and people were
Yes.
buying it. So
Yes.
that came in really. Thank you, Errejon, for the sexual assault. But-
Saved
Shouts
your
out.
ass, you know.
No, yeah. Actually, like I had this bit about cats and dogs. Like growing up with cats, they teach you how to respect boundaries.
Right.
And then growing up with dogs, I feel like they teach you how to sexually assault someone. And I was like, Errejon probably grew up with dogs.
With a bunch of dogs.
And they were like, oh, no. That's such a good joke. Yeah.
They loved it.
Eating that shit up.
Yeah, but then
That's
Joey
awesome.
came in. Like it was like Joey did a really cool entrance because he was like wearing a suit from
Oh,
work,
wow.
and he just walked in the door like huffing, and everybody went like, "What?" And it was thank God, dude.
Yo, that's
I mean, because they
awesome.
knew he was the black guy.
They knew,
They're
yeah.
like, it's him.
Yeah, definitely. We can't see him because everything's like dark, but it's probably him.
You know the girl that we were just talking about that works behind the bar?
Oh, yeah.
She's actually an actress, and she knows Joey. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've actually talked to her about this. I think
Really?
they like maybe know each other a little bit, not like friends, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So Joey, does Joey listen to this? Well, whatever. Her name is Surya, so yeah.
Surya?
The girl that gives us free drinks behind the bar.
Surya?
Surya. But yeah, let's just take this moment in where this is the one and only Podboys podcast.
Yeah.
Probably the one that like people like least care about, honestly, because
Can you guys tell them
there's no poll. There's no
Yeah.
poll. It's just us.
No guess.
Like, do people? This is when we find out if people actually care about us.
Oh shit.
Do you have a question? Yeah.
I have a question.
Gabriel raised his hand.
Are you guys noticing that I'm actively not talking and
Oh,
not
wow.
interrupting you guys? Yeah.
Is
Like
that-
I really want you guys. I want to let you guys talk in this episode more.
Do you think you talk too much?
Well, yeah.
Have people told you this? Have I told you this?
I'm embarrassed by some episodes. I interrupt like a lot. Like and I'm
yeah,
listening.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's your anxiety, isn't it?
It is. It is the anxiety. And I do again. I stole the conversation.
No,
but
you're a part
I
of
was
the
You can be a
podcast.
part of it without.
Alright,
You're allowed to
taking
talk.
over. Yeah.
tell that to
It's-
Barbara.
Whoa.
Okay,
My
everyone
old-
is swinging.
My old ball and chain.
I want to do like a quick review of the podcast, and I want to
Yeah.
thank you guys for specific stuff. Some stuff.
Oh, is this like an award ceremony?
Yeah, I actually thought about
Wow.
buying
Nice,
some awards.
Some pizza.
Yeah, I listened to every episode 0 until today,
Oh,
this last week, because I knew we were gonna do this.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real. And I saw the progress in you guys, and I want to thank you guys for specific stuff.
Wow.
that's so sweet, dude. I don't
yeah.
know how to react.
I feel like a bit emotional.
Really?
Actually,
No, not
yeah.
really.
So let's start with Pato. Pato is, I think,
You know, I think I know what he's going to say.
we started off the podcast, and Pato was really reluctant in starting a podcast. He was
Yeah.
like, I don't think this is a good idea.
This is not what the world needs.
Yeah, he was going like against it, kind of. And he's right? But that's not the point.
Okay.
The point is, I dragged Pato along, and I was pushing a lot of stuff for him to do at the beginning, and he wouldn't do it. And now I think Pato is kind of like driving the consistency of the podcast with the videos.
Oh, completely.
With
Oh,
the
yeah.
I
reels.
agree.
Wait,
No,
wait.
you are the heart of this operation for sure.
But kind of like the last couple of weeks, all I've done is record it and ship it out to Pato, and Pato is like doing everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he edits the reels, everything. He's like
Yeah,
the
you're
mensch.
officially like the producer of this podcast. So
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah, yeah.
award you with the
It's
consistency
some
award.
like well-deserved respect and attention that I'm getting right now.
Honestly, it took like 30 episodes though. We're finally 3 good episodes in terms of, actually no, that's whenever you came back from the US. I think you really
Yeah.
really
Yeah, well,
started.
yeah. Oh, the thing is also
When you could feel the fear of me replacing you. When you were like, oh, fuck my seat.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Let me learn some editing.
yeah, I really lit a fire under my
It
ass.
was a strategic action on my side to hire. I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's
to
just where,
in
where
the
you guys
podcast.
fire me like, he got his spark back. Fuck off. We don't need you anymore.
Kind of. You want to say something about it, Pato? A little speech.
No, I mean I enjoy editing the reels.
Yeah.
Because I've never used like programs like Premiere Pro, and I'm gonna start using After Effects. Like I want to learn these programs.
Yeah.
You know, so
Analytical.
there's like I have a motive to do it. You know.
Yeah.
So that helps. So it's
It's
fun
fun.
to do it. It just takes a lot of fucking time.
Yeah.
You know.
And you're getting better. Like, you can tell. Like,
Exactly.
the last reel, the one with Leo's story, it was a good story, but
Yeah.
you really helped it with the editing. Like,
For sure.
You have, like, a sensibility of where, like, when to zoom in, where to, like, change.
Yeah.
Like, the angle. Like,
Yeah.
they're getting better. You're
I
getting
think
good.
I'd hope so. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
He
but-
can't look directly in the
No,
eye when I
he's-
compliment him sincerely. He's just like, oh, fuck.
really actively avoiding.
I was thinking of what to say next because I was.
We can move on to Victor.
Okay, let's.
No, dude. This is a place where we have to let him talk.
Talk then.
No. I was genuinely just because there's so many things on my mind, like that we're gonna do this bracket thing, we're gonna do like that thing that I'm getting overstimulated.
Overstimulated.
Yeah, and now
But it's fine.
all these compliments and stuff like that, and I did not expect it. You know,
You're
Pato's shy.
emotional.
I'm not. I'm just overstimulated. There's a difference, brother.
I did wanted to make
He's
you guys
feeling feelings for the
uncomfortable.
first time, and he's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck is this?"
I've never cried once in my life.
Yeah,
Not once in my life.
You have. Don't lie to me.
No, I'm just.
You know, my
I
dad-
cry often actually in movies.
Really?
Oh, that feels so
I'm a
good.
movie crier,
That
yeah.
feels so
I'm a
good.
movie crier too.
I love that.
Are
yeah.
you a movie crier yourself?
I'm a big movie
Victor?
crier. Like the last one I cried to was with my mom.
Yep.
And it was so good. Like, have you seen The Wolf Children? It's an
No.
animated movie.
I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay, so
That's a great movie. Yeah,
it's a great movie. So like the gist of the movie is
Yeah.
like there's a werewolf who has kids with a human woman, and then they have kids, and they're like half werewolf, half man. So like one of the kids wants to live as a wolf,
Yeah.
and the other kid wants to live as a human, and the mom can't like manage it. She can't let her kid be a wolf. But like the wolf is an independence thing. Like he wants to go into the mountain, have his own life. And this was at the point in my life where I was like moving out of my house, and my mom and I were like not really talking about it, so there was this tension.
Right.
And then at the end of the movie, the mom is screaming at the mountain, and her son is like fully accepted his wolf form. And I'm
You
getting
almost
emotional.
cried?
I'm almost crying, dude. and then the mom starts screaming at the kid like, "You're gonna be a great wolf." And then I was just at this point I was bawling my eyes out
Next to your
And
mom.
next to my mom, and we were making
Actually-
eye contact.
oh, wow.
But then we
I thought you
turned
were gonna
and
say we were making
we're
out.
both like bawling. No, we're both like bawling our eyes out. And then my mom just says to me, "You're gonna be a great wolf."
Oh no! Oh my god! You know what?
started hugging
Did you
This-
hug it out? And
Yeah, we did hug.
This is a
Beautiful.
perfect transition to Victor's award. Pussy award. No, just Little Woman award. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. This is horrible. I'll bleep it out. I'm gonna remove this from the
Okay.
podcast. Your award, dude. You're a consistent.
He's making it up on the spot, right?
No.
It feels like
Yeah, you're
Your award. Glad you asked. It's
Biggest crier.
biggest. No, it's honestly, I thought about it. It's the reason why I wanted you on the podcast. First of all, we hung out and we were really good together.
Yeah.
But that's not the reason.
we made
There's a-
friends fast.
Yeah, but that's not the reason. There's a professional reason behind having you on. I think you're the true like link to the community in terms of like you're the only consistent comedian
Oh,
out of the
okay.
three of us.
Because now you're quitting a bit for
Kind
like,
of
a kid, yeah.
And I also beyond that, like I knew when I met you, he's gonna do great, kind of fast. I can kind of tell, and you are in this, especially in the Spanish scene. Like you're getting good spots and stuff like that, and that's bringing a lot of perspective to the pod that makes it sound like more serious. So like you're the actual.
I'm the
No,
stand-up
ab-
link here now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's the link.
You are the bridge that one to the Spanish world,
Yeah.
and the Spanish comedy scene too. That we have. I mean, I don't know. Do you know maybe a
No,
little bit more?
at all.
No, not
Nothing.
at all.
Not much.
No.
It's also like it changes a lot. Like every year it's gonna change, I feel like.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've only been here for 1 year, but I can already see new faces.
Yeah.
Which has been a trip. Like not being the newbie anymore.
Yeah.
Because like there was a safety in being the newbie, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But
it feels like you're. Yeah,
You can fuck
fail.
up.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, like a lot of our guests too are in the Spanish comedy scene.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know?
they're mixed.
Like I think the majority of them might be.
Yeah, they're double dipping. most
Not
of them.
all of
Yeah.
them, but some. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, not all of them, but like,
Like-
and so like when you were there and those, and I think like for example, Colectivo Desastre or what's another Spanish comedy, or just like the ones
Fully
that are
Spanish.
double
Danny Boy.
dipping, like,
Danny Boy Rivera.
That
exactly,
was good.
and also oh man, what's his
That
name?
was a good episode. I listened to that one. I really liked it.
What's his name? The guy Paco Triste and
Paco.
like
Oh yeah,
Dani-
but you guys got Paco on your
Dani
own.
Aparicio. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you were in there
that's
with
true.
Paco.
Yeah, dude, Paco's
But
so good.
That's something that missed on that
Danny too.
episode because we related to Paco and it was fun. Also, we just had the shitty microphone situation that the voice, like, his voice is
Yeah.
already weird as it is,
Yeah.
and then there was this echo that was happening.
That's true. Yeah, there's a lot of technical. Oh yeah, no. Going on to your award.
Yeah, what's my award?
We've had like very few technical difficulties. Actually, if
Hell
any,
yeah.
if
Yeah.
any, right?
None. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The
No, I think,
sound
like-
is great.
You're also what keeps us consistent in a way, because like
Yeah.
you're like the one who like does the thing. And he's like, hey, we're gonna do this. You're doing the guests.
Yeah.
Most- like you give me the award for being like the bridge to the comedy
bridge.
world, but then you're like booking most of the guests.
But that's
I
like
barely-
organization. I send the invites.
I
you
also
know?
feel like, can I just invite people on the pod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please help
Like,
us.
yeah,
dude.
okay, yeah.
Because I feel like we lose a lot of people. Like there's a lot of famous guys like Sammy Obeid. I texted him, but I realized it was already too late. So like whenever you see someone that's coming to the city and like, oh, maybe.
Yeah, I could have like Ruben Solo would have been a good one.
You think?
feel like,
I don't know. I don't think about it because I don't know. At all.
Yeah.
Like it would be really awkward for me.
He went to the lab and he was like really good.
Really.
He also has like a very creative style of comedy, which like I feel like is something I'm not brave enough to do yet. Like just not do pure stand up. Like he did skits. He like
Really?
Yeah, he did stuff with the mic where he like put it really up high and then did some physical comedy. Like I'm so afraid of physical comedy
Oh, yeah.
because like when you fail, when you eat shit doing something physical, you're just like in the middle of a pose, like and people are just like not buying
Wait,
it.
but like eating shit as in like bombing
not
or
laughing.
actually?
Yeah, bombing,
Oh, okay.
bombing.
I thought you meant like actually just like falling over.
No.
But I think it's
Yeah.
the authenticity for me. Like I don't. If you're doing that and you're not really into that type of comedy, I don't think it's good. You know, you need to like be kind of a theater kid for.
Yeah,
like,
but I was a
bringing
theater
that
kid.
side
Like I
out.
did musicals and shit.
Again.
Oh, yeah?
Little girl.
Yeah, the award like it tracks.
What musicals did you do? Do you remember?
Oh, I did the Little Mermaid. I was a crab.
Gabriel's laughing.
Yeah.
He's so
I
patronizing.
forgot I had a
No, it's
microphone.
cool, man. But it is funny.
awesome,
Like
dude. That
I was
sounds
also
fucking awesome.
It is.
I was the only main role I got. It was this Randy the Raindrop in a musical about the cycle of water.
Oh my God.
And I would just like go on stage saying like sing it in the rain. And I was like 5 and my dad was like, "Oh shit."
You posted a series
might be.
of photos on Instagram from your summer.
Yeah.
And the last photo is you as a
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
And I commented.
A fat kid with
Yeah,
a
I saw
hat.
you. I saw your.
Yeah,
comment.
like-
you said exactly what I expected.
It's like it's such a like that's your inner.
Oh, that's
spirit.
me. That's
that
still me,
little
dude.
chubby
Yeah.
kid with the.
Just hugging a cat who doesn't want to be there.
Yeah. You can sense that. in a
Yeah,
way.
I'm just holding on so tight to my childhood
You won't
cat.
let that go.
And he's like, fucking.
Yeah.
But I
This-
got that fat boy
my bad.
strength.
What are you
That was-
doing?
That was the music guy that I was playing earlier. The hog guy. Shout outs to Kevin Tierney Music. I recommend everyone to go check him out. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
See that hog, Kev?
Yeah, no.
Huge hog.
Why did I got my phone out for a reason though, for like the podcast. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Let's smoothly. You don't need to. Why are you so concerned about this?
Because we have stuff on the agenda.
But it's fine.
I want to announce.
I can edit it.
I want to announce. I can edit it.
All right. See?
What the fuck?
This is awesome. I love it. No, but this honestly, just to conclude, I think we finally have a podcast that I think even though I'm gonna have a kid, I'm gonna be less present. I think it's gonna continue. I was afraid for it.
Kid again, man. The
Yeah.
kid always coming back in the conversation.
It's also me asking. Please let's not stop this podcast because
No, we'll still hang out. Yeah, don't worry about it.
no, I don't want to hang out. I just want to keep the podcast alive.
Okay,
I mean,
just hanging out. But
Honestly, I enjoy.
I just broke a button on my second hand.
Yeah.
He's
fucking-
getting nervous out here. You're getting
Yeah.
all what's it called when you have to like fidgety.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
that with my buttons all the time.
I fidget at all given moments. Like if I don't
Me
have,
too.
I need to have something to do with my hands.
Same
like
here.
I'd like a
dude.
dinner table or something like that. I'll be ripping up a napkin or tearing the labeling off the Coca-Cola. Or
Oh,
something,
really? You know what I do
Same.
constantly? I roll my you have little cords coming out of your hoodie.
Yeah.
I roll them
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I do like a snail out
Yeah.
of it.
Dude, did you guys used to bite this all the time?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
and then you have stains on your like wet stains.
Well, no, I don't know.
Yeah, because you chewed it and then it like hit your thing.
Maybe I didn't
And it
notice
was just
that.
like wet. And
But
you
yeah.
were wet with little.
I would always just
I used
be
to
like
love the- I would
disappointed.
wet
remember-
nipples. What?
Well, yeah, wet nippies.
Wet
I
nippies.
would
used
always
to
be
suck the
disappointed because
saliva out of
I'd
it.
like ruin it, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, "Why did I do this? Like, what have I become?" And like, I look at that. This has a name, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like a common trivia question. I think it's.
It was on Phineas and Ferb. Like I know it in
Tiblets.
Spanish, errete, but
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know it in English because I saw it in
Oh
Spanish.
fuck! It might be something similar. I don't know, but yeah, it has one of those trivia question names.
Yeah, I got a really bad like fidget in the pandemic, which was grabbing my balls like, from underneath and then I had to like train
Spinning them
myself
like
out
a
of
fidget
it.
spinner.
No, I was just like I just like a stress ball. Like I used my
Yeah.
balls as a
What
stress
the
ball.
fuck?
Oh,
And
this
then
is not a joke?
dude. No. I had to train myself out of this because then I went back to the office and I like instinctively reached for my balls and I was
That's
like, "Fuck no!"
Oh
I'm in
man,
public.
I got a really bad fidget over COVID. I pulled out my pants and spanked myself. Like
It hit my butt.
I just couldn't help it.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
that was a
God,
very
dude.
bad like habit to get.
yeah.
Do you guys think your porn usage got worse after pandemic?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
didn't
My
even think
brain is
about it.
fried.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, I probably stayed the same.
Mine
Yeah.
has always been bad. That's the point. Yeah.
I go through phases of porn tolerance, I guess. Sometimes like I won't watch porn for like 1 month, 2 months at a time or something like that. Yeah,
same here. And then you go back.
But like, what
every
does
day.
it mean? Like every day?
What? No, like I won't watch it to jack off. Like I just
You just jack off, dude. I haven't jacked off.
Al natural.
I haven't done that with my imagination for like a year. I feel like. And I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if
I thought you were
could
gonna
do
say
it
much longer. Yeah.
now. No,
Okay. Yeah.
but like the last time was like I had no internet connection, and I just wanted to like rub one out in a
Dark
in a
ages.
bathroom in a festival.
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't know, very horny. I guess.
I think you
awesome.
told us about this actually. Is it the same festival where you saw your ex-girlfriend? while
Oh
you were,
yeah,
like,
yeah, on shrooms. That was
Shrooms, right.
wild. Actually, that was what? No, no. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's fun.
I've only done that, and I was like high, so that was easier. I feel like.
Oh no, you're smoking
A cigarette.
cigarette. What is the? What is the?
I'm actually not. I'm smoking a joint.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Do you guys get severe anxiety before posting some episodes as well?
I don't post anything. Do you want to talk about it?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I don't post.
The
I obviously
podcast?
don't get anxiety because I don't post the podcast. You
We
post.
do-
You post them.
I do fear for my digital
You're
footprint.
posting them lately. What are you talking about?
Not on my Instagram account.
Oh, on the Insta.
Yeah.
Well, but
But
you're
they're-
a collaborator.
But
Like,
not
they can
on-
steal
not
stuff.
only-
I don't accept it.
Oh, you don't accept it?
Never.
Oh,
You never noticed this?
No,
Pato's never-
on your feed. Yeah, now that you mention
Yeah.
it, you don't
Yeah.
have any. Fuck.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I've never been a social media guy, and I'm not
Yeah.
going to start now.
If
I
this
don't make
podcast
sense.
really takes off, I think that's gonna be a cool like choice to
Secret.
make.
Yeah.
Kind of like Red Ben from Joe Rogan. Like people know him, but not really. You know.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah, no one knows his face, do they?
yeah. Or
No,
James.
no,
McAvoy.
not Red Band. That's from Kill Tony, right?
Yeah, Red Band is the DJ from Kill Tony.
Yeah, yeah.
But he
Everybody,
started with Joe Rogan,
With
as
Rogan?
well.
Oh,
He
I
was-
thought it
But
was
Joe
Jamie.
Rogan's guy is like a normal name. It's like Jared or something.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah.
Like, look it up, Jamie. That's
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the beginning, it was Red Ben, Jamie.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Yeah, Rogan. You guys watch the Donald Trump episode?
No, I stopped listening to Rogan since COVID. Right after COVID, I stopped. For some
Yeah, when he
reason.
started spouting some bullshit. Yeah.
But wait,
Oh, not for any reason. I don't have anything against Rogan. I think he's a good podcaster. He's like a good host.
I like his interviews.
that
yeah.
was my
With
point.
like interesting people.
He interviewed Donald Trump for 3 hours. Shit, 3 hours long podcast.
Wow.
And then I watched 10 minutes of it, and then I ended up like, this is boring, and I
Yeah.
just watched the next episode after Trump's, where he's talking to his friend Eddie Bravo
Yeah.
about the interview.
Dude, the
and
conspiracy
summarizing
theorist.
it. Yeah, so I just watched their reaction to the interview, and that's all I'm gonna take from it.
Dude,
you know what I
don't-
mean? I think a lot of people are gonna do the same
like
thing.
Trump
yeah.
rambles used to have like funny parts where like he was just saying some outlandish shit.
Yeah.
But now when he rambles, I just get bored.
Yeah.
Because I already know it. He's going
You-
back to
you
saying
know-
well. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think his colors are?
His color. Oh, like the personality colors.
I think just
he's
red.
probably gonna be like creative and like
Yeah.
yellow because he.
That's
I
the
don't know.
entertainer.
Yeah.
It's probably yellow red like mine.
Yeah, probably. You
Fuck.
might Trump.
I
Yeah.
I have Trump energy. Once I was pitching a friend an idea for a company, and he said, "Dude, you're literally doing like an impersonation
Where
of
you're
Trump."
like, it's gonna be the best company.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna buy all the stuffs.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm not getting the company because like I'm not getting it. The
Your
vibe."
wife is a dog wife. If you don't invest,
yeah,
I can't
because
do Trump.
yeah, I can't either. But
Yeah.
only when I really.
Did you
I'm in
want
the
to
zone.
hit on certain topics? Have you thought about that in this podcast? Or just like,
I got. That's what I had.
Are we gonna do the movie thing?
yeah. So
Why are you so stressed? You don't need to be. that
I'm
stressed
not
out.
stressed about it.
I think you're thinking too much structure.
You can be organized and not stressed about it.
Just one
This
thing
is-
before we move on, because we were like summarizing the podcast.
I don't know why you think I'm
This-
stressed
look,
about.
I think
I
this
think you're stressed
podcast
about
is a good mix of our three personalities. It's like it's about comedy
Yes.
and very comedy heavy because we're fans, but Victor is really the point of that. It's a lot about me because I love talking about myself and my psyche, and I think I get off on it.
Yeah.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, you get off on it. That's funny.
And it's extremely laid back.
Are you pointing at me? He's pointing
yes.
at me, guys.
You bring the chillness.
You
do
bring
the
you
chillness.
remove. If it was just me and Victor, I think it would get to our heads like, oh, we have a podcast, and we would do it like a little too seriously. But you bring the levity.
Yeah.
You take us back down to earth. Like you're just like, guys, we got 50 listeners.
Yeah.
This is just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
That's it. I just
The
wanted to-
dynamics.
No, I
fun.
think you
Fuck.
make me feel less nervous around important comedians. Like I
Exactly.
felt this around Danny Boy.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just like so entranced by
Oh,
having
me?
Danny Boy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because like Danny Boy was on my couch, and I was like, I always just want to put my face where he is
because
sitting
you guys,
right now.
you guys like really know him, and like
yeah, but then
and-
you're
and-
like, hey, he's just a guy. Like I remember you were talking to him outside in my terrace.
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
smoking with him.
And you guys were talking as best friends.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah. So your kid, he's like what, like 15? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, you're just talking to him. You can't do that. Ask him about his bits.
that's wild, man.
Yeah, but you were just so relaxed around
It
him.
also helps that like for me he literally is a guy. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But we
him,
forget
you know,
the
like,
thing. I forget that he's just a guy. But he's the comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I've never like met someone that I like
El
really.
bromas.
Have you never freaked out about meeting a famous person?
I don't think so. No.
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 Fuck.
I've seen a lot of famous people,
I
but
bet you
I've
would.
never had a one-on-one conversation with someone that
Right.
like I really liked.
Who do you feel would be like the famous person you would most freak
Yeah.
out around? Like if you bumped into them at a party, they're just randomly there.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Andrew
man.
Tate.
Yeah, my hero.
Kermit the
Yeah,
Frog. He'd be like, shit from childhood, and he'd be doing lines of coke in the bathroom.
There's like certain
And Pato, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Joins in.
there's certain like obviously like my favorite bands and stuff like that, but it's not as much because they're not personalities, right? Like you like their music,
Yeah.
But there's like
Yeah, yeah.
personalities that you like.
The parasocial
like,
relationship.
Like
What type of
I remember
people
when
are
Eric
you?
Andre was in Madrid.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
idea of meeting Eric Andre was daunting to me. I was like,
Yeah.
because we kind of were joking about this, but I was kind of down to like go find him.
Yeah,
because he
me
was
too.
posting on Instagram, and we're like, oh,
Where
we know
he
that
was?
bar, let's go.
Oh, really?
And
Full stalker.
like but I thought about like how I think I'd be super fucking nervous, and like but him specifically, like he's like such a fucking character.
Yeah.
That you don't know how he's gonna be like in real life. You know,
He's
like,
probably nice in real life. I feel like
That's
he
the
puts
point.
on a character in the interviews.
Yeah.
And like, have you seen his Hot Ones interview?
His hog.
Hot. Yeah, have you seen his Hot?
Yeah,
one of
no,
his
I
Hot
actually
Ones?
have.
You can see when he turns the character on.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he starts
for
like,
sure.
I think his character, which I feel like it happens to a lot of comedians, is a way of taking control of the situation.
Yeah.
So he just becomes this crazy guy who can say whatever he wants,
Yeah.
and he feels comfortable in that.
Yeah.
But he's really good with it.
Now
You're
that I'm
right,
thinking
yeah.
about it, actually, people that are personalities that I would actually get nervous about would be like YouTubers and Smash players.
Yeah.
Now that's
For
it.
real?
It's like specifically Smash players. I follow the Nintendo GameCube Smash scene.
Dude, my friend is in that. He goes to tournaments like
Melee.
André Rojas. Yeah, Melee.
Well, I used to go to tournaments here, but the scene is like so small and nerdy that I didn't like.
Dude.
I didn't get along with anyone there. But wait, what's his name?
Andrés Rojas. Shout out. Like,
Wait,
competitive
is he tall and have
Tall-
a ponytail?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Well,
I saw him on the street the other day.
Yeah, you know,
Literally.
there's no way. I went to school with him.
Isn't him the
He's
guy?
a super nice guy.
Isn't
him
the guy in the-
His fox also beat me the fuck up in a tournament, and
He bit his hog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he beat my hog, man. But also they're way more freaks about it than me.
Oh yeah, he knows the frames. He was like talking to us about it.
Yeah,
he,
man.
He feels like. Have you seen that Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme with like
With the guy,
board? Yeah,
crazy guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's him like talking about frames per second for moves.
Yeah.
He's like, the
Yeah.
punch has 3, so then if the guy starts the kick in 1 second, then you go down. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
That's
I
just
went
so
down.
smart.
I went to a tournament with Pato. Actually, I might have met him
At that tournament, Andres kicked my ass.
Ah, yeah, I remember.
That's when I got eliminated.
tall guy, yeah.
But like, I never expected to win or anything because these guys are like on just a bit of a higher level than me because I kind of stopped playing and they play literally every fucking day,
Yeah.
practice all the time, you know.
It gets to a point with Smash and other like very technical video games is you get really better really fast, and then it hits this plateau where you get not like, you know what I mean, like it's
Yeah.
Small
incremental
margins, yeah.
because it's literally frame by frame. You're trying to like get to the right point of attacking
Yeah.
someone. Or
So there's this guy called Mango in the
Okay.
Smash scene.
Mango?
That if I were ever to meet Mango,
great brand.
I would be like probably freaking out. He's
Yeah,
like,
shit.
yeah.
Mango's such a cool tag.
That's
You know
a fun
what's
question.
funny is that he got that. He's like people. That was his nickname ever
Oh.
since he was like 11, 12.
Mango?
Even his mom calls him Mango.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By his gamer tag? That's so funny.
And it's weird.
His name
to
Hey,
know that.
Big Dick 69, come down to dinner.
His name is Joseph Marquez.
Oh, really?
But yeah, everyone calls him Mango.
What about you, Victor? Who's the like
Who I'd freak out the most?
Yeah.
Of
comedy? You think?
Mulaney, probably.
Yeah?
Like, if I was around John Mulaney, I probably couldn't even, like muster the courage to go up and say hi.
Really?
Like, if we were at the bar and he was, like, sitting there and I was a decent, I wouldn't do eye contact. I'd just be like, oh, my God. And
Yeah.
then just, like, leave him be. I'd be
Yeah.
so freaking out.
Yeah,
you
for
do
sure.
love Mulaney. You always talk
I love
about him.
Mulaney so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You? Did you already
Childish
say it?
Gambino, aka Donald Glover.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
I had
okay.
I had the answer ready to go.
Yeah.
No one else. I just think he's the one.
Well, I mean, he would be
That's
like, you do
wild.
music and comedy, so
He's the
like,
trifecta.
yeah,
He's more of what I think I would like to do with my. I don't want to. I get bored with things very easily. I
No,
like to
that-
So
jump.
you want to jump around from
Domain.
How
That
would
guy's-
you feel about acting? Like, would you
I
want
could
to
do.
learn how
I
to
know
act?
I could do it very well.
Okay.
No joke.
Okay, the confidence.
That's a crazy thing
No,
to say.
because-
yeah,
You know
just
what?
out of the
That's
gate,
such a
dude.
crazy
No,
thing
actually,
to
I have 3
say.
Oscars. I just haven't like
I
shown it
know.
to you guys.
Yeah.
No joke. I could do it. I don't think it's
Okay,
yeah
but are you interested in it or
No.
Like, okay.
at all.
And why do you think you'd be so good?
It's just a thing I know I have
The
it.
sheer confidence.
Yeah, I know it's
So it's out of
in there.
nowhere. It's just blind.
Whenever I see actors,
I
like
know you-
okay,
Man, this is,
you see
Alright.
Robert De Niro, and you're like, yeah, that's not that
I could
hard.
do
Yeah.
that.
the confidence
I could
is
box.
astounding. It's like awesome to see in live, like in front of
It's
me.
one of the few. Another thing I could do really well that I don't do.
Yeah.
And this is gonna sound funny because Pato knows that I don't do this often. Dance. I could dance really well if I really
You don't
put my
dance,
mind
though?
into it. Yeah.
Now I know he's delusional.
I can break dance. I think I can. I think I.
Do you
I
think you
understand
could
it.
break dance? Just
I
like,
understand it. Like
you'd
when I
get it
watch
easier?
it, I see like someone doing it very complex. I'm like, I know how to do that.
But you're not athletic. Like that's a very athletic thing.
But
to
I
do.
could pull it off.
Dude, you
I
can
could.
barely do 2
No,
push-ups,
dude,
and you
I-
think you can like stand on your head?
I think you're just
No
like,
way.
I think you're just a very good vicarious liver. You know,
Give me like 2 months.
I think he just underestimates how hard it is to do stuff. He just sees a guy breakdancing and so he's like, how hard can that be? Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you can beat an alligator in a fight?
No. Oh no. No.
Okay,
I'm
Wait,
I'm
inland?
I'm just
Inland?
testing your like
There's a pattern.
level of
no,
confidence.
it's not completely crazy. It's
How about a
things
gorilla?
that like all you need to do is like get into a specific mind state and do it a lot and practice a lot. And I think I.
So
can
if
do
you
that.
practice a lot, you'd be good.
yes,
That's not being good at something naturally. That's just practicing.
I know.
My
there's-
guy.
it's- I
That's
don't know. I
that's
don't know what to
childish
tell you, man.
Gambino though. Like Donald Glover is one of the most talented people.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
Like,
isn't it funny that
it's,
I
it's
said-
so crazily annoying too because like
Yeah.
it seems like he's just
Effortless.
effortless, natural every time. You know.
Yeah.
Natural.
He has
I don't-
this,
I don't
like
think it's-
swagger. It's like swagger. Around
Yeah.
him. Like swagger.
The
Swagger?
I am going a very Spanish today.
Imagine saying swagger. Fuck. Imagine
Yeah, I
saying,
got it in your head.
Yeah. Imagine saying swagger in a British accent. Well,
Swagger
that's right. Swagger.
feels like an insult.
Yeah.
Feels like a.
Fuck off, you swagger.
Yeah. Yeah, for like
No.
low class people, you're swagger.
Oh no. This-
Pause real quick. I'm gonna grab another beer.
Go
yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
thanks, man.
You want me to not pause so it's not harder than that?
Oh no. I mean, no. Don't pause.
Okay.
please. Pausing
Go.
fucks it all.
Can you grab one for me too?
Yeah. For sure.
We're having
and Victor.
beers. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. What's up?
No, it's cool.
I do
Like-
want to talk about the rave.
Yeah, it was fun.
But I want Pato to be here. But do you rave often? I don't.
I
you're
don't
not-
really rave that often. No,
you're
like
not
it's
a
not.
rave
I'm
guy.
not big into techno music or like anything like that. But I have a few friends who are really into it. Like my friend just became friends with a girl who's a bit younger than us. She's
Yeah.
like 22, and she's like really into the party scene. Like
Yeah.
she's a fashion designer and she designs
Oh,
like
shit.
fashion for raves. So it's all like
So
fluorescent
she's
green
Gen Z
and
for
pinks.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like fishnets.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
vroom, vroom, vroom. And she's like really into the party scene. So she got my friend into it, and then she got a bunch of friends into it. So now they just go once every month, and
To a
they go
rave.
to like an industrial complex in
Jesus.
Alcorcón,
Really
and they just rave out in like an old like
building.
yeah.
It is just people getting together, or is this like
No,
an
it's organized. It's like it's called the
event?
Cream. Like
Cream.
yeah, and they do it once a month, and it's like in it is like a club. It's not like an abandoned building
Yeah,
or anything
it's
like
not
that. It
just a
is like
bunch
no,
of
it has
people.
bathrooms and like running water and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was it? I don't know.
It's
yeah.
good. Like it was fun. And honestly, I always like I was talking to Pato and his roommates about this before. I go in there like I'm going to the zoo.
Yeah.
Because there's just like so many curious characters, and also raves have this thing where like weird people feel free to be weird.
Yes.
Which is good and bad because you people wearing like the craziest outfits and just dancing and having
that
the best
reminded
times.
me of a dream that I had. Sorry, go
Okay,
on.
we'll
I wanna
go back to that.
yeah.
And then the bad part is like it also allows people who are creeps to just fully be creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Like there
Yeah.
was this very weird guy at like really the front of the rave,
Yeah.
and he would just like make contact with you, eye contact,
Oh.
and be like,
Dude,
and then just fully go in for a kiss.
Some
Yeah,
people
yeah,
do.
no.
Some people react so poorly to Molly and ecstasy.
Yeah.
and it's a problem. And like that's the thing about raves. It's that the crowd itself is kind of like everyone's like hoping and praying like I hope it's like a good crowd.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what defines the night. It's like if
That's
everyone,
why
you know,
they select so much the people in like those big
yeah, it
raves
makes
in
sense.
Berlin.
It makes total sense. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Barbara like went once to that party, the big one in Berlin. I don't remember the name.
Oh yeah, the house that goes on all night. Wait,
It's an industry. It's like the same industrial complex, same
Yeah.
thing. Anyways,
it's gonna bother
she
me.
said that the bouncer picks people, and they are like the people online are trying to figure out what you need to get in. But the bottom line is
It's
just
a
don't be a
vibe.
weirdo. No,
Yeah.
just be weird. Like
Yeah.
dressed crazy. You can dress whatever you want, but not too much.
Like you're gonna mess up the vibe. Like
Yeah.
really, I think like the bouncers there just check your vibe.
Yeah.
It's
They're
Berghain.
like
What?
Berghain.
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 Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
And they say the bouncer is there's not like just hot women. You know,
It
it's
is-
there's a
No, it is also like a thing. Like bouncers were in the club and they were like very scary because like it's just a bunch of people just dressed weird, having like crazy dance outs.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's just a guy in a parka suit, just like in the middle of the floor. So like I was like dancing.
when people get that like Molly high that they just don't move anymore, they're just kind of
I don't think they're
enjoying like their environment, and then you talk to them, they're like, "I'm having such a good time."
yeah, those are fun.
But I think he's talking about the bouncer, not the.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the
No, he's
bouncer. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a dancer in the.
Oh, bouncer! No. But like
Okay.
you do see those, but
Yeah,
they're
you-
like no, the bouncers they're like fully like conscious and they're like doing very aggressive eye contact, and
Yeah.
that it brings you out of it a little bit.
Yeah,
but they're necessary because some people do creep the fuck out of me.
I've heard in some clubs in Berlin that they like during the line they'll ask you like, "Oh, do you know who's playing tonight?" Like ask you if you know if you're interested.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
like you know who the
right,
DJ
right.
is or what type of music or I don't know.
Or
Name
you
3
hear-
songs.
Yeah. It's like, are you here to like for real or just to
Yeah,
show
yeah,
your dick?
stuff
Are
like
you a
that.
dirty
Yeah.
tourist?
Yeah.
So my dream, please let me tell you, because I think it's a great horror movie idea.
Sure.
Honestly,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's a party in like this big city, could be like London or somewhere, where you go, you pay a bunch of money. It's just a bunch of rich, famous people that pay a bunch of money to get in and do like you go up to a floor and it's just like a huge orgy with drugs.
That's just
Oh.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Wait, and then like that's maybe, but that's just no, but that's just one part of the building. And
Okay.
then there was one guy that's like talking to the protagonist and like, you want to see something really cool? You think this is cool?
Okay.
You want to get a down, like a level down, and they go to the floor below,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a place that you need to pay even extra.
Okay.
And the guy pays. The guy's like, yeah. And then like he gets in, and it's just a really old apartment with like a huge apartment, like 100 square, like more, 200 square meters.
Oh yeah, huge apartment.
Yeah,
Okay.
old style, and it's dark, and it's there. You can literally kill people and do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh,
So it's just
like
a bunch of
fully
like
depraved.
famous depraved people. Like and there's a guy in a cage.
Oh.
It's like one of
it's
like,
a horror movie, and then
yeah.
he's stuck there and he needs to get out.
That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
isn't
good
that
idea.
fun?
I'm down for that.
Yeah, but
horror
like
movie.
I feel like that movie of like the rich killing the poor. I've seen it a couple of times now.
but not the poor, it's just rich on rich violence.
I was just rich on rich
Yeah.
violence. So
Yeah.
it's like when you
But-
take a boat into international waters and you
Yeah.
just make monkeys fight each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It could be there could be like
Well,
this actress that's annoying,
it's
like cute
like,
and annoying, and everyone hates her. And she's like, you know what? This floor is not even for pussies. And she goes in with this attitude, and she got violently killed at the first scene. And then
Okay.
like you understand. Oh no.
Set a tone.
Set a
Okay.
tone.
you can put your
Thank
thing
you.
there. Yeah, the theme, but themes can be explored multiple times. You know,
Super,
like
yeah, that's true.
Squid Game was like one of those rich killing the poor type of things. But you know,
Yeah. I also remember a movie. I can't remember the name. I don't know if you've seen it, but maybe you've seen it. It's about like this guy who's from a very aristocratic family brings his girlfriend to meet his family. And then
Get Out?
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Get
what?
Out?
No. It
Sounds similar.
It's similar, because that's why I was like, I think Get Out like set a lot of these movies out of like of this theme with
Family.
this theme.
Yeah.
And then so the guy brings his girlfriend, and the family are Satanists, and they
Oh.
have to sacrifice a family member like once every year to like keep a demon that keeps them powerful, hurt their family powerful alive. So that it's basically the family rich people hunting the girl,
That's
and the
awesome.
boyfriend trying to help her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like similar to that. Like
That's actually a really cool idea.
they have a like yeah.
because it's layered too.
I've never
like,
seen it, but it sounds
It's like
good.
a heavy idea because like those perfect families that need to bring someone along and make them part of that family. It's kind of
Yeah.
like satanic in a way.
Yeah, and it's also like honestly a fun romp of a movie. It's
Yeah.
not like full. It has horror elements, but it's genuinely very very fun.
Oh, dude!
Like I could imagine the Pombo family doing this type of shit. You know?
Oh, yeah.
you just reminded me, man. I saw The Substance 2 days.
Oh, me too.
2 days
It
ago.
fucked me up So bad.
Fuck me, dude. That movie. I didn't know what I was getting into. Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
same.
know. My friend told me, "Oh, do you want to see this like body horror movie?" And everyone's saying it's really good. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
why not? And holy shit, dude, I'm not made for this type of stuff.
Yeah.
I
Me neither.
recognize.
Yeah.
I
Have you
rec-
seen it?
Another thing I would do really well,
Yeah.
crazy horror movies. I could write them. I could do it.
You have so much
Yeah,
confidence.
I could do them very well.
Then write them.
I will.
Let's put your ego on pause for a second.
Sorry,
we
go
can,
back to
we
the
can
story.
explore this at some other because I feel like you could talk about this all day. How well you could do other stuff.
Yeah. Hey, it's my podcast. at
Dude,
the
I
end
could
of the
be
day.
an Olympic gymnast.
Yeah.
I just trained for
okay.
18
Again.
years of my life.
No, I couldn't. It's just specific stuff. You guys need to understand it. There's a niche that I'm
Right.
naturally good
Acting
at.
and directing.
Dancing as well. Don't
Right.
forget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a specific
Triple threat.
niche. Yeah.
Triple hypothetical threat.
The substance, you could just kill it when you're done.
Yeah, okay.
The substance is, I recognize it's a great movie. I would never watch it.
It was hard, dude.
I
The
would-
3 people who were right next to me,
Yeah.
half an hour in, they walked out.
That makes sense.
It's the first time I've seen a live walkout.
You
in
know
a
what?
movie.
I'm not gonna watch it. Spoil it for me. What happens?
Okay.
Yeah.
Spoilers for
no,
the
I
Spoiler
mean-
alert.
Nah,
Skip a
I-
couple of minutes ahead.
I don't want to spoil the whole movie, but
Do it.
The
Let's
premise,
talk about it.
Yeah, but the premise
Show
of
your
the
dick.
the premise of the movie. I mean, there's a lot of plot holes, but I don't mind plot holes in movies. Like, just suspend disbelief and enjoy the movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But like the point of the movie is that this older like aging celebrity is getting her fame, like her fame is fading, and she's like really sad about it. But there's like this substance that she uses that basically makes another human come out of her. It's her DNA.
Okay.
And that's it. And
It's a younger version of,
it's
of herself.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it's not literally when they were like how they looked like when they were young, but it's the same DNA. So yeah, it could be a younger, better version of yourself. And the point is that person lives for 1 week, and then the older person lives for 1 week, and they switch weeks. But the thing is, it's the number one critique that I have is like, why the fuck would you want to do it in the first place? Because you're not experiencing the younger person's life.
No?
No, you're just like asleep for a week, and then like you don't remember
that's
what they did.
I think you're going to a level that not everyone's going to think. Some people are
But,
going to
but
think
why would
it's
you
me.
do it? But think about
But
it.
now
What's
the
point?
movie explores why she does it. Like, there's a point in the movie where, okay, so basically the old person, they start rotting, so the younger person can live more weeks than
Yeah.
she should, and the younger person is doing it like behind her back. She's like mistreating this person. So when
Well, you explain a bit rudimentary, but I'm sorry. that
no, I
sounded
can-
a bit.
That's a very fancy way to call him dumb,
Because I think
by the way.
because I don't think he's getting what you said.
No,
I am. Yeah.
Okay, so when they
got it.
they switch weeks,
Yeah.
they have to like take a stabilizer for the copy, which is the younger person, and then the younger person takes more stabilizer.
Yeah, I get
than
it.
She should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
So
goes
then-
rogue.
Like you shouldn't
Yeah,
be
she goes
asleep.
rogue.
You shouldn't be asleep for longer than a week, or else
I get the
you
essence,
get
yeah.
older.
Yeah. So like she's rotting. So then she finally has to switch back, and then the old person wakes up, and they see their body,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh fuck!" And they try to kill the young version of themselves.
Oh.
But when she's gonna kill the young person,
We're
she's-
actually spoiling it.
Oh yeah.
We're
She's like, I can't kill you. You're the only lovable part about me. Because the young version is like living all the success and doing everything she wants to do. And even though she's not living it through her,
Yeah.
she's living it vicariously through a younger person.
Exactly. It's all vicariously. Like I get that. That's why she wanted to do it. I
Yeah.
just think I don't think it's that believable.
I mean, for me,
personally,
it makes
you know?
sense in character.
I think yes.
Like, being
I know
so
people that
desperate.
would do that for sure.
Just to watch someone that could have been you do something like I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
That's the thing. It's the promise of like a better thing.
I mean, it works for the theme of the movie and the message behind it, like looking for validation.
It's just
you know,
because
living like your life just depends on other people validating you. Yeah, fair.
Don't you
Okay.
know a lot of people like this? I know a lot of people that would do that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, and the body horror also, like, warning, it is very, like, at the end of the movie, last 15 minutes, it is graphic.
No, that was actually the best part for me, where I
was good.
wasn't
The ending
grossed
was
out.
great.
Like I wasn't really grossed out at the end because it was so over the top that I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is funny and
It's
enjoyable. You know?
exaggerated.
Like,
Yeah.
But in the middle, when it's still kind of like realistic and shit, that
Dude,
was like,
also, it's a movie that's, like, filmed uncomfortably. Like, they start with a lot of very heavy close-ups.
very heavy
And
close-ups.
then, so it's a movie that, like, it's disturbing right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And when the agent's, like, eating the shrimp.
Everyone, too, you know what's funny? That every person I've talked to about the movie, they
Cringe.
talk about the shrimp scene.
Yeah.
And because they make the sound editing too, like in your ears.
Oh,
direct-
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
you know, they
It's so
really
uncomfortable, yeah.
amplify the chewing.
I could do those movies really well. I'm telling you, I know how to.
We're,
be
like,
creepy.
describing the best movie of the years.
Yeah.
And he's like, that ain't shit.
I am holding back on my talents.
Dude, start writing screenplays. Start writing.
Oh, man.
Have you guys watched that chef movie that he's actually a killer?
Chef movie? Oh, The Menu?
The Menu. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another Eat the Rich movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a theme.
was a
That's
fun movie.
well, yeah.
I loved the ending.
It was a work of art that he wanted to do. Yeah, it's not just like cooking people for fun, right? It's like this is his opus.
That was
What's it
less.
He was like
Magnum opus.
Magnum
Like,
opus.
yeah.
no, it was more like he
Optimus
wants
Prime.
to punish all these people.
Yeah,
Like
there
the
was like a
same
message, but that's the message behind the art, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But anyway,
On that note, should we read the titles of the James Bond?
well,
movies?
see,
Oh, speaking of movies,
I'm thinking of this, and like, is this gonna work, guys? Is this gonna?
Let's just read them.
All right,
we'll cut it out.
so listeners, the premise of this is that me and my roommates have been watching James Bond
Yeah.
movies, and every time we watch it, my friend makes a bracket of made up James Bond movies that we put there. So there's 32, so it's a real tournament bracket, and we go one by one, like one name versus another name, and we choose our favorite name, and that name advances. So we eliminate the names, and then there's one winner at the end.
Like a bracket.
Yeah. It's a bracket, yeah. And that's the premise of this. And we're just going to try it and see how
I
it goes.
love this one.
Do you like that sheet?
The winner of
All right, we'll
this
do that.
sheet is.
We'll
so
do
let's
that.
go by winner
Yeah,
first.
yeah, we have 3 sheets in front of us. We've seen 10 Bond movies, so we have like 10 sheets, but I picked 3 random ones. All right.
Before I read the one that got it, like the
This
one that
takes
won,
like 30 minutes to do, by the way.
the one that was
because maybe it'll
almost
take
there.
longer because we.
that's so funny.
It's a long thing, man. That's why I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna work.
No, you invested so much time in this.
Wait, let me
it's so
just-
good, dude.
So the winner is of this.
Wait, no.
bracket-
I thought we were gonna do the bracket ourselves.
Okay.
You know, like choose our winner.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Or did you just want to talk about it?
I just want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I
Okay,
really like
so-
one here.
Do you want to do the? Oh,
Let's just
how do you
read
feel?
them.
Do you want to do the bracket, or do you just want to talk about the?
I want to
names?
talk about my favorite names.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Really.
Yeah, okay.
Death by Kill. Death by Kill, instant classic.
Yeah, dude.
James
That's
Bond,
really
Death
good.
by Kill.
Yeah.
This one is really good too. James Bond. I love the smell of good night in the morning.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to have watched the movie. There's a character in that movie called Good Night.
Oh.
It was so ridiculous, dude.
okay.
And they would like say her name every time they could in every sentence. They're like, "Good night. Why did you do that?" You know, like they.
Okay. They hit you
There's
over the
one
head
here
with
that didn't go far, but I like it. The Rolex of Solex.
That was actually, I remember that one because that was Steven's favorite one, and he was sad that I put it.
the Rolex of Solex.
I don't even know what it means.
No,
dude.
Solex. What?
What is a Solex?
I don't even know. I thought of solar plex, but that can't be it.
I like the
I like,
Furious 007.
Blown in a field.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
That's a good one.
English secret agent from England.
yeah. That was that was a top 2, I think, right?
Yeah, top 2.
Oh, to Infinity and Bond.
To
I said that one before. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Wait, give me the other sheet then.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me
Go ahead.
start reading some
Yeah.
of these because I remember voting for these. This one's great. So there's a James Bond that goes to Japan,
Yeah.
and for this one, the winner was Bond's son. Bond's son.
Bond's
Bond's
son,
son.
yeah.
Bond's son.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. That's
okay.
good.
That's okay.
Bond's son.
Oh no, actually, that one lost to Old Ginger. Sorry, that was the
Old
runner-up.
Ginger?
Yeah,
Oh.
that one won.
Oh, I like the Bond son.
I think we
more.
were pretty drunk, and Old Ginger was. It's to this day.
funny.
It makes me laugh. Old Ginger.
It
is-
is. Is it like a reference to something? Is it like an inside joke?
I mean, go like Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Goldfinger, Old Ginger. That's after we watch Goldfinger, and like the main villain is Ginger. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It was
Kinda
funnier in the
works.
moment.
No, it's funny.
Let me see some of these.
Playing ping pong with Ting Tong and Sion.
Oh yeah, dude. That yeah.
That was
Sometimes it gets a bit racist.
Taking care.
Istanbul's Last Habibi is also an all timer.
Death died yesterday. That I like that one, but genuinely.
No, but that's actually
like
just good,
unironically
yeah.
good.
You know, this bracket wasn't actually so good. 1 life, 2 life, 3 life, 4. Actually, that.
I like that.
Under the Capri Sun.
Fists of Iron Brew. I don't get that one.
Iron Brew is a Scottish like soda,
Oh.
and James Bond actually canonically is Scottish. Also,
Oh.
because it was a book before.
Oh yeah, by Ian No, what was the name?
Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming. There you go. Yeah.
And
Ian
yeah,
McKellen.
it's
What's the name
canonically he's Scottish. Also, fucking Sean Connery was the first James Bond, and he's Scottish.
Oh right. Yes.
But I think they got a Scottish guy because he was a Scottish character, and I think now the Scottishness has been a bit lost. But I think he's still canonically Scottish.
I never. He doesn't have the accent anymore.
Also, canonically, does not like the Beatles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was funny. Like in one of the earlier movies with Sean Connery, he's like, "Oh, the Beatles, who listens to this trash or something?"
Yeah.
These are not for a secret
then
agent.
a couple of movies later, the Beatles did a Bond or song.
A James Bond
That's
intro
a good
song?
movie title. Beatles did a Bond.
Beatles did a Bond.
The Beatles
What
did a
is-
Bond.
Well,
Sounds like a
well, no,
crime.
not the Beatles. Sorry, it was just Paul McCartney. It's
They did a Bond movie.
No, the song.
you
Like
know
the
how
theme song.
every Bond movie has like
Really?
it's so there's a
I
lot
can't
of like
see it. I
there's
can't
a-
imagine.
There's
it.
a lot of tropes with Bond movies. That's kind of like the exciting
the,
part.
The
of it.
musician behind it is like, like last one was Billie Eilish. isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I never would have seen that coming, but I liked it.
I
liked
can
it.
see.
I like Billie
Adele
Eilish.
was weird.
No, Adele was great, like a diva.
She did weird.
Okay, oh,
but the announcement
this-
didn't make
No, for me,
sense
Adele makes more sense than Billie Eilish.
This is the-
yeah, she's a classical diva.
So this is the James Bond. Sorry, the Paul McCartney Bond song is "Live and Let Die." You might recognize
Oh,
that.
Oh,
yeah.
live, let die. Fuck yeah!
Like, it's a
fuck,
great
it's very
song.
Beatles also.
Yeah,
That is a Bond song.
That's a
Yeah.
Bond song from the movie "Live and Let Die."
Woo.
Yeah,
I got
So-
chills,
and so
They're multiplying.
and I'm losing control.
we actually just saw that yesterday.
Yesterday, there's a baby who loves that song.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways.
But
A baby.
so
yeah.
anyway, to the listeners, me and my roommates, we're watching all of the Bond movies. We're on number 10 right now, and every time we watch one, we make one of these brackets with 32. Now we're gonna shorten it to 16, but at the end, after all 27 movies, we're gonna have the ultimate bracket with like 512
Wow.
Bond, and we're trying to spend like 4 hours drinking and doing it.
Oh shit! It's gonna be all over your wall. Somebody
Oh.
walks in. They're like,
Yeah, we'll be
they're
like the
crazy.
meme from like always like Charlie.
Again.
Yeah, making reference. Going
Yeah.
back to the well.
Yeah.
Going back to the well.
All 30-year-old, 3 of them.
Yeah,
Gonna
but
do that.
that's okay. I think it's better.
That's
That's
fun.
why I was kind of nervous about, because I was like, this takes 30 minutes to fucking do the bracket. I
No,
thought
we weren't
that's what
gonna
we
do
were
the
gonna
entire
do,
thing.
man.
No way.
Do you guys want to do the stories?
I really want to do the
Yeah.
stories.
Okay.
Yeah, can you call Steven?
For our next and only segment, yeah, I'll call him after I introduce.
Oh
the
wow,
segment.
beautiful sunset by
Yeah,
the way.
I know. There's, but you know, Madrid has just amazing
Delicious. Yeah,
sunsets.
Guys, on track. We were doing the segment.
See?
You're just like cats, dude, with a laser pointer. He just looked out the window, and you were like, "Oh, sunset!
Oh.
Oh, sunset! Sunset!"
Yeah. So
Go, Pato, go.
what we're gonna do now is, so we all came up with just one story, right?
Yeah, it's Winnie.
Yeah, we all came up with one story. Oh, so it's just like a one time and done, like one story and done. Okay,
It's
yeah.
gonna be quick,
So what
yeah.
we're gonna do? My friend's gonna read one of the stories that we made up. No, that actually happened to us, and then we all have to pretend like it's not our story, like even the one that wrote it down, and then we decide like who we think is story it is.
belongs to.
Yeah. I don't want to
We
get the one
stole
that,
this
I don't want to be
idea,
pretending.
by the
that-
way.
I think I'll break too easily.
Maybe,
Yeah.
like
Just
we'll
choose
try.
a person and stick to that person.
Yeah.
We're stealing this idea from Story Wars. This is a Skankfest
All right.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
idea.
I
So
didn't know.
I just
I'm
wanna
gonna
say
call.
that.
Thank you for the
We're gonna
idea.
have a cameo really quick. I'm gonna call in my roommate so he can just read one
Call
story,
Steven.
and then he'll leave.
Ask for a chair too because there's no place to sit.
No, but does he have to stay here? Like,
Oh no, just to read the stories. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll put my mic in his mouth.
yeah,
It'll be fine.
put
Yeah.
that mic in his
All
mouth.
right. Again, it's me and Victor. What's up?
What's up?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man. What's up with you? How's your week been?
Like hell, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it's not good. Nothing fun to talk about. Just that the work is insane.
Dude, I had a meeting at work on Wednesday that pissed me the fuck off. We were speaking with one of the areas, and they need to listen to us
Yeah.
because they have to adapt to climate change. And we were like, we used models, and we realized
Yeah.
we need to adapt. And they were like, "What's in these models?" And I'm like, "I can like put you in contact with the people who do the models." And it was like, "No, that's not necessary." And I was like, "What the fuck do you want?"
Oh
Just
yeah,
to
I
piss me
deal with
off at a
that
meeting?
type of people every day.
Yeah,
There
they're
are
like-
people they don't want to get shit done. They want to like not do anything but complain a lot. So
Yes.
that's just so annoying, dude.
Gitanos.
What? Where did that came from, dude?
I just stepped back into the
Holy
conversation.
shit!
Oh, you came in swinging, boy.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
No, but
So-
I did do the test.
No, but the
last
gypsies
week.
are.
I got my test results for my personality. My company does this every 2
Was
years.
it the 4-letter one?
Yeah, the 4-color one.
Oh,
They-
yeah, this
they
is interesting,
classify you in one of 4 colors.
Okay.
Capitalist horoscope.
Oh, Steven is here. I'll tell you
all
about
you
this
have to
later.
do is read one of the stories. Oh yeah, just pick.
Just
yeah.
pick a story and then read it.
I just picked one story.
Yeah. You have to read all 3, by the way. So
Wait, no. I thought he just
no,
reads
he
one.
just reads 1 and then we do it. But like eventually we'll go through all
so
3.
there's 3 rounds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so one time I was masturbating while bent over, and I shot a jizzy straight into my left eye.
I think this is Victor. I mean,
No, what are you talking about?
Dude, this is too easy. It's obviously Victor.
no, you need to come back, Steven. We got one. Steven.
This game
Steven, come back.
This
We
game
read
doesn't
all
work.
3.
This game doesn't work, man.
Yeah.
Not with the 3 of us.
Okay, it's just Victor.
Okay, I'll have to.
And the
Okay.
last person.
I think it would work with more people. It's just so obvious, man.
I accidentally killed my cousin's pet rabbit and blamed it on my cousin's friend who was visiting.
Oh, shit.
That could be both of you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I forget.
There's not
This is
many
gonna get
rabbits.
easier and easier.
There's not
game.
many rabbits in Brazil. I think it's another Victor story. Did you?
No.
How many stories are there?
That's so dumb. It's obviously
it's
you
yours.
now.
and you could do that. I
No,
would
that's a
see
that's
that.
a good thing to say though, because it's obviously him.
Okay.
No,
By
no.
show of hands, who thinks it's Patos?
I do think it's Patos.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Steven,
my,
anything to
that's
add?
my story.
Nothing to add, but I do want to.
Okay, next story.
This is my favorite. My mom almost had sex with Ja Rule.
Wait, we just know that.
What? Your mom also had sex with Jar, and she told you?
Yeah.
I
He was
think that's
like,
it. Thank
"Son."
you. Thank
Oh,
you very
thank you,
much. Do you
Steven.
want to say anything to the people?
I do. I just want to say that if any of these get taken out of context and edited so that I said this shit,
That's actually
Don't
why
worry,
you-
we'll edit this out too.
Yeah.
Bye, Steven.
Later.
Thanks, man.
We'll get
Thank
you fired.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Jaru almost fucked my mom.
Whoa.
I feel bad because it was so obvious now that it was my
Yeah,
mom.
that's
I
what
was
I was
gonna
like-
do like, no, my mom's such a pristine, nice lady.
Yeah.
But
she
no, but
is.
she was partying and Jar Rule
No,
was like, "Hey, what's
so
up,
it's
mama?"
very like it's much more mild than that. I just needed a good story, and I don't have many good
Yeah,
stories.
I envisioned this game going so different.
Me too. It was immediate.
It was
yeah.
just so obvious.
we
man.
know, we know each other so well. It was like
No,
not even.
I think with like 3 people too. it's
Actually,
like-
it wasn't even a game. It was just Steven reading stuff we've
Yeah.
done.
Also, it went from 33% chance to like 50-50.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, we
Immediately,
know.
yeah.
I
you
didn't
know.
thought about that. Yeah,
No.
that's dumb.
maybe more people.
That was
Yeah.
wrong. But my mom was walking in the park once, and Ja Rule was performing in my city, and
Uh-huh.
he was jogging the same park my mom was jogging, and like
Giant hog out.
my mom was like, because I'm a huge fan of Ja Rule at that point. I had Ja Rule poster in my bedroom.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Did he make
my
you
mom
lose?
is like,
Oh, wait, no.
"Oh, you're Ja Rule," and she knew him.
Yeah.
And like my mom at the time, she was 30, so she like cute blonde chick in
Yeah.
Floripa. And then I imagine he chatted her up, and my mom was like flattered, and he invited her to the concert, but she's I'm not gonna go obviously, but it was like it was a nice
Oh.
moment that they had. in
Okay,
the park.
but you think he was trying to smash?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't seeing that,
So
but
your
my
mom
mom
was-
told me in a way that
Your
she
your
said she
30-year-old
wanted to
mother.
smash. Yeah,
Your 30-year-old mother. When did she have
38.
you? Oh, I thought you said
Um,
30. Okay.
close to 40. Maybe 40 now that I think.
Mm.
She had me when she was 30.
Did she know like the gravity of the situation?
She
Was-
just thought it was funny, I guess. She
Fair.
told it, maybe I envisioned the fucking, but
Well,
she
yeah.
said it like,
You
oh,
and-
Maybe,
you
maybe
envisioned.
the real story is
honestly, he was your
Ja Rule
childhood
hit on
hero.
my mom.
Yeah, but maybe
Yeah.
you wanted him to fuck her.
Maybe.
Dude,
You would have been like, it would be so cool, mom.
My
Tyler
mom
was a
having
stepdad.
sex.
Yeah.
Imagine my stepdad's Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Rule.
J.
You don't
Rule,
realize.
baby.
You call him J Daddy.
336
You don't realize what you said, but you said I envisioned my mom having sex,
with Ja Rule.
which means that you're literally imagining it in your head.
Yeah.
I envisioned it.
Yeah.
This is not getting any better.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, what about your story? So jerk off in the eye.
Mine was what, for real. Like I was like 16, and I was, you know, when you hit like a good spot, and I was just like on my bathroom, like just hunched over.
Oh, no.
And then I shot it straight into my glasses, and it just like dripped from my glasses.
That's so
and I had
hot.
to clean it up, and I was just
Yeah.
like so embarrassed because I realized at that point that I was like a gremlin, just like bent over, just like like just trying to jack my dick out. Yeah, and then that like kind of waked me up out of it.
Like you realized you had a problem after that. You're
Oh,
like,
I realized I was way too into it. I was like, I can't be bent over my own
The
dick.
grossest.
you're literally on the bathroom floor.
No, on the seat, on the toilet
Oh,
seat.
I imagine you on the bathroom floor in the fetal position.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, Victor, are you jacking off in there again? No, mother.
did you touch the water?
Victor, you know it doesn't clean well. Stop it. No.
Gremlins
I don't know why that's your voice, but that's so your voice when you were younger.
Gremlins
That
are
was
the
so
ones that if
annoying.
you pour water on them, they turn evil, right? That's,
Yeah.
That's the gremlin.
Oh yeah. There's a
Victor
saying in
is the-
Spanish which is I was more nervous that at a gremlin's baptism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it'd be funny.
In Pato's stories,
I don't
wasn't-
get it. Wait.
I'm more nervous than at the baptism.
I
of a
just got
gremlin.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good joke.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
now
heard it
get
from my friend Madaleno.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
And
Well-
yours is it
Oh,
wasn't good.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have better stories than that.
Yeah. So I live next door to my cousins. We shared a backyard even in suburban California.
Okay.
And we were having like the get together, and my cousins had some rabbits in like a gated section of the backyard that they
Okay.
kept. So we went in there to like play with the rabbits, pet them and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
Like so me, my cousin, and his friend that was visiting him or like had like a play date or whatever. We were young, and then I was the last to leave the rabbit area, and I accidentally left their gates open.
Oh.
And then they ran out to the yard where like our dogs were, and so what my dog went and bit him immediately. I was so
Oh,
impressed. I was like,
shit.
damn, you're a fucking hunter. And yeah,
Like, let's go. Oh no.
dude, the story actually gets kind of wild. So he bit him like right in the stomach area, and like the bunny was like obviously like having a hard time breathing and couldn't move.
Yeah.
So but he wasn't dead yet.
You had
And-
to finish him off?
Dude, this story goes of a place you do not expect.
Oh.
So this is kind of like
Substance.
my aunt, kind of like a very not extravagant,
Racist?
but a very has a large personality.
Okay.
Has a very large
Racist.
personality and is out there, and she gets the rabbit because she wants to put it out of its misery, and she thought this was a great moment to give the kids
A lesson?
like
Oh,
a life lesson.
no,
Like,
no.
look, this rabbit is suffering, and I'm gonna kill it for a good cause. I'm gonna put it out of its misery, and she gets a ping pong paddle.
What?
Isn't this the
holds
lady
it
that
by
hates
its
Asian
feet?
people?
Like is holding it by its feet
What?
with one hand, and with the other hand, and
What?
with the ping pong paddle like knocks it like
Several times?
like a pinata.
Oh my fucking God.
And
You like to have, like,
but
a
it wasn't dying.
specific
It
personality.
was just squealing.
Yeah, she was torturing- oh, what the fuck, dude?
Then her husband, my uncle, like sees what's happening. This scene
Came in with a ping pong ball and just started hitting the rabbit with a ping pong ball.
sees like the scene that's unfolding. Like she's traumatizing like 10 children.
Oh my God.
And me included. And he grabs a kitchen knife, takes it the bunny away from her, and cuts
Chops
its head
it
off
off?
immediately.
Oh.
And,
What?
And then all the kids were they were already crying. Like I
Oh
was,
my God,
I
no.
ran away.
This is how you show mercy. And all the kids are crying.
I ran away when she was hitting it with the paddle.
my God.
I was
Honestly,
like,
I could do that too. I don't care. Like
Well-
that story didn't.
oh,
move me
you'd be really
much.
good at that. or what?
I'd be really good at killing rabbits with a
Honestly,
ping pong bat.
like that's why I didn't like your story. Now it's getting better, but like I don't care.
Dude, that was a great story. What the fuck are you talking
it's
about?
one of my
dog
best
that's
stories.
insane.
Yeah,
That is
it was,
so fucking funny.
it
Dude,
was-
that's honestly a stand-up bit.
It's like one of the
Kinda,
things,
yeah.
It's kind of like for like a sitcom, you know, like
Yeah, that would be like
A very graphic
Sunny in
sitcom.
Philadelphia.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
kind of.
exactly, dude.
Dude, that's so funny.
It's that.
I'm doing what's best for the rabbit. The rabbit's like fucking
Yeah, man.
convulsing. What the fuck? This is how you show mercy.
Yeah.
Dude, like they tried to like pro euthanasia
Like,
you.
She
like,
thought.
Pro euthanasia.
Yeah, they were.
yeah,
really
they were trying to like lead you, and then they just went the other
you know,
direction.
planting the seed and like yeah.
Victor, have you seen an animal get like
Yeah.
murder?
Yeah. But like, I'm interested. Give me a second, because I have a few more questions.
Yeah.
Like, so what did you do after that?
Well-
Like, they just killed a rabbit in front of you, and what happened?
No, I started running away when she was hitting with the paddle, like the
Okay.
ping pong paddle, because it was already, and then like
Just a
it
parenthesis.
just escalated like so much, and then once he like grabbed it and chopped its head off, like all the kids like went screaming to their parents and like crying. It was a scene.
And were there repercussions? Like, did no
Nah.
parents go up to him like, dude, what the fuck?
Was there a family fight or something?
It was more of a family gathering. So
They were like, oh no, we
Yeah.
get it. You got
the family was okay by that. Like
yeah, what are they gonna do? They're not gonna. Yeah.
I did like.
Well, I guess it happened. They're
This
not
is
gonna
a
do
Mexican
piñatas.
household, man. Yeah, sometimes
Yeah,
you
you're
kill
right.
things. I don't know.
Did you eat the rabbit?
Yeah, of course we did. No.
Of course, yeah. you
It's a
got it.
Mexican family.
Yeah,
No.
you don't
Well-
throw anything away.
I think it was like a bunny. Do you eat bunnies? I don't know.
We do eat rabbit.
You
in Spain.
could.
But I think bunny's different. It's like
It's just a small rabbit, isn't it?
I think.
Well, no, actually, they're fluffier and different. Yeah,
I have no idea.
Our
man.
wild rabbits are like they're like squirrels, really.
Yeah.
In
Like
Portuguese,
meteor
you call
squirrels.
those lebres. It's different. Yeah.
Lebres. Oh, yeah, liebre. It's
Liebre, yeah.
female, yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Dude, that was wild.
yeah,
That was so wild.
that's probably one of the more wild stories that I have.
Also, your
But-
grandma hates Asian people.
Yeah.
Famously.
Dude.
And she killed the rabbit with a ping pong ball.
Yeah, I mean when it
Or a
comes.
racket.
Oh.
So maybe there's something.
She sees something. Maybe
Yeah.
she killed an animal.
No,
to kill
that's
her
my
racism.
grandma. My aunt did the ping pong to the
Because your grandma wouldn't touch
Oh,
a Chinese object.
the daughter of that grandma though. But
Okay.
I mean that's like a story that happened to me. But like my grandma's stories are fucking wild, man. I'll tell
Damn.
you one that's
Did she almost fuck Ja Rule?
no, but she got into a chicken a battle of chicken like
Yeah.
with the cars
Okay.
with a Hell's Angel, and he was on his motorcycle. And
Well, if she
What
was
a
in her
badass.
car, then
Yeah,
she's not gonna lose.
but-
like that's not really a test of courage. If you're in a car and the
No.
other person's in a
No,
fucking
bike?
motorcycle,
No.
yeah.
This is the whole story. They were driving on the highway, and then she cuts. She was a really bad driver. R.I.P. Again.
she was a really bad driver. R.I.P.
Oh, she died?
Yeah, not from a driving accident, but
That's what it sounds like.
No,
That could be on a grave. Like she was a really bad driver. R.I.P.
oh, dude, I driving with her because she would pick me up from like soccer practice and stuff like that. I hated it. It was so scary, man. Yeah, she would run red lights, like on accident.
On
like,
accident?
because she doesn't have the vision.
She was like, "Whoops."
yeah.
How
But,
old was she?
anyway, so she's on the highway. She cuts this guy on the bicycle off on this motorbike.
Was
or
it a
whatever.
game of chicken, or was she just on the other side of the road?
No, this is how the story goes.
Did you see him at all?
she cut this guy off.
This
like,
just sounds like an accident. It doesn't like sound like
Yeah,
a game
let's
of
let
chicken.
him finish.
wait,
Let's see where it goes.
Does she cut him off first, or? Yeah, she cuts him off,
Okay.
and then he rolls up to the side of her window, gets his chain out,
Oh,
and busts her window with his chain
What?
dude.
because she cut him off. And like at this point, she didn't know she's what a Hell's Angel like is. And then he like went in front of her and went off, but she was like, nah,
Fuck this.
nah, and she chased him.
She chased him?
Yeah, she like wouldn't. She was tailing him like full speed, like
Grandma, damn.
dude. And then she eventually like, got him to like a cul-de-sac or like a corner area where
She
he can't-
cornered him.
Yeah, she cornered him, and then so he turned around, and the game of
This
chicken.
is so epic.
Game
What
of
happened?
chicken, man.
What
Did she
happened?
win?
Yeah, he bailed and like drove around her like. But
Oh my
She was
God.
like trying to get
She's
him.
now a Hell's Angel.
Fuck yeah.
I think she
But
took
no.
her spot. Like,
And then she got his plates, and then she found a police officer and told him like, this guy assaulted my car, like look at my window, and then like he ran off. These are his plates. And I think he had him in the system already, the police officer, and he said like, that's a Hell's Angel, like you have to hide because he might get his friends and find you.
Damn.
Like
Grandma has friends too. She brings
Dude.
all the nannies.
dude, this is another story.
and they
about-
were like chains and
Yeah.
nunchakus, and they're like,
This is another story about my grandma in Mexico City. She was with my uncle, her son-in-law, so like not blood. So like, this guy pulls up to them in a car with a gun, saying like, give me all your money, like pointing at my uncle who's
Yeah.
in the passenger seat, and she says like, go ahead, shoot if you're man enough.
What?
whoa,
Yeah. And,
badass.
I mean,
Also stupid, but badass.
my uncle didn't talk to her for a year. He's like, no, don't shoot.
Don't shoot her. She's crazy.
Don't listen to her, please.
Is she also very? I'm imagining like a small Mexican lady. Is that the
No,
imagery?
she's actually quite tall. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's so
she's
funny.
average size. I
That's so
suppose.
funny that they grab your husband. They're like, kill him. And she's like, come on, don't be a
Shoot it.
pussy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like, you don't really want to be in that marriage, I feel like. Like,
She
you're like,
starts
yeah, so what? Dude, my parents were mugged once at a cinema because like in the 80s in Spain there was a lot of heroin,
Yeah.
and they were in like a seedy part of town because they used to like to watch these like European films
Porn
with like a
movies?
limited. No, well maybe, but it was what they said to me was like European movies with limited release, so
Yeah.
they only put in this one theater in a
Yeah,
part
yeah.
like very run down part of town,
Yeah, okay.
and they're going out of the cinema. It's like 11 at
Yeah.
night. and they go to their car, and when they separate, like one to go to the driver's seat and to the other seat, a guy comes out of the shadows, grabs my mom by the like,
Whoa, by
Dude, this
the
is
mouth?
like the
Covers her
beginning of
mouth.
Batman.
Yeah,
I could have been.
You were almost Batman.
I was almost Batman.
You weren't born though. So no.
And then he takes out like a huge knife, a huge navaja, like a Spanish knife, and puts it on my mom's liver.
Fuck.
And he goes to my dad, "Give me all your money, or I'll kill her." And my mom was like, "Welp," like she couldn't do anything. And my dad started fumbling for his wallet.
Oh,
And
no.
then the guy was like, "Come on," because he was like a junkie. He was like trying to get a fix. He was like, "Come on, come on, come on!" And my dad was just like so scared that he threw the wallet at him, and it kind of hit him in the
wow.
face. And then the guy was like sort of confused, but then let my mom go to grab the wallet,
Jesus.
and then they just away.
That's wild. Dude.
Yeah, my dad was a badass without even knowing it. He was like fumbling so
You
bad.
fucking, you know, Gambit from X-Men.
Yeah.
he gambited him like
Yeah,
right in the face.
yeah.
That's fucking scary.
That's maybe
though.
that's the story they told me. Maybe
That's, also,
like
that's also a stupid thing to do.
I more envision
Like-
like a Mr. Bean situation where he fumbled enough that he hit his face, and the robber was like, "Oh," and he looks like he's a hero, but it was by mistake.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what I
completely
mean?
like a slapstick.
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
And also, this is the story my parents told me. They both had to blow him so he would leave them alone. Like, I don't know what really happened.
You never know.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love the idea of like fumbling for your wallet, like kind of on a date where you're like, oh, who's gonna pay the bill, and like she starts fumbling for her wallet, like, oh, I can't
that's-
find my credit card. That's like your dad when in the burg or the robbery. He's like, oh, sorry, I think I left my credit card at home. Like,
Oh, I don't have it on me. Do you take cash?
yeah, exactly.
Do you always pay Pato on a date?
Yeah, dude, you know what's funny? I thought I would not do it,
But you
and
did.
I ended up doing it.
You paid for the date?
I always offer.
Okay.
Yeah, but if they want to split it, then I'll split it. But I before, like, I was like kind of, because nowadays I'm dating a bit more, but like before I started actually dating, I in my head I was like, this is gonna be 50-50 all the time. You know, like, I don't fuck this shit, dude.
I've never split the bill. I mean, never split. I've never paid for the entire date.
Really?
once.
Yeah, brother.
Never.
I mean, but so
Yeah.
what I for
always
some
pay.
reason, I mean, I think most of my dates are like American girls too, so I don't know.
Oh, I think that is a cultural difference with like
Yeah.
Spanish girls. I've always gone like 50-50.
And they
Like
don't
now with
care?
my girlfriend, no. Like they actually like it's what's expected. With my girlfriend, what we do is just like take turns paying. Like
Yeah.
we don't have like exactly down the middle, but like I'll pay for dinner, she'll pay for
Yeah.
dinner.
Yeah.
But so,
So-
what ended up happening was like I for some reason when the moment came, like I didn't stand my ground. I was like, I got it.
Oh.
When I said it, I was like, why the fuck did I
Why?
say that? Like,
We went out for sushi. Fuck.
You're
This is
wearing that hat
expensive.
that you're wearing right now.
yeah, exactly.
I got it.
It used to have like
Don't worry.
a little helicopter.
Yeah, the helicopter.
Hey, lady. Don't worry about it. I got this. The hat
Yeah.
stays on during
Yeah.
sex.
I mean, the most I've had to pay is 80.
When he
for,
comes, he spin. Sorry.
the
Sorry,
most
that
I've
was
had-
funny.
The most I've had to pay was 80 for
That's not bad.
dinner. Yeah, but I didn't want to.
How's your, like, because I feel like American families with this are different. Because like it's still very like you have to pay via gentleman, that kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
feel like there
Like, did
are
your
more
parents-
rules in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel it's more like.
I
yeah.
think they expect it more often in the U.S. I think. I mean, I don't know. I've never like been in the dating scene in the U.S. technically, but
Oh, you never dated in the U.S.?
no. I mean, not like as an adult. Like I was in the U.S. until 18 years old. So
Oh,
know,
right.
like I had like high school things, but dating is
Yeah,
so
but
different in
that's-
high school than
yeah.
now. You know, like
It was so stressful in high school. Like everybody was like talking about it. I remember this one
Yeah.
guy. Like it was the beginning of like when we were 15. I don't know what grade that is, but
that's sophomore year of high school.
well,
yeah.
we were in our sophomore year, and then this new guy walks in, and he's just the prettiest guy you have ever seen. He's got like a frizzy like black hair. He has
Mohawk.
like no, just like short frizzy hair, like
Of
a
course he
very
didn't.
square and like angled face,
Yeah.
very tan, blue eyes, thick lips.
Okay.
I'm
Where are
getting
you
so
going with
fucking
this?
turned on right now.
Oh yeah,
No, but-
good bone structure.
Yeah. No, dude, he was like the prettiest
he
man.
kept care of his body. He took care. He had.
Oh no, he was fit.
He had a tight body.
He played
Yeah.
soccer. Ass was like rock solid. Anyway, he was 15.
God damn.
And he came into the class.
We're talking about a 15-year-old
Yeah.
boy.
yeah. He was 15 and he walked into the class, and all the girls immediately they like noticed him, and they were like, "Oh my god, who's that?"
And they all dropped their pencils at once.
Oh yeah. They were reading books and they just went. Yeah. So then.
And he picked up all the pencils too. He's like,
Don't worry, ladies.
One by one. That's a very Simpson like skit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway,
sorry, go on.
then we had like a picture. Have you guys seen Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Regina George.
And the new
No.
one. Yeah, Regina George.
Okay, so picture Regina George just standing up all confidently, 15-year-old boobs,
Yeah.
just grew in. She's like flaunting
Careful.
them. Yeah,
Just
and she
came in
like she walks to his desk and she's like tits in his face.
Really?
Yeah,
At 15?
full on, like yeah. And she's
It's like marking your territory, you know?
yeah, and like we all knew what was gonna happen. Like it was a matter, like a shark could smell blood. So she goes up there and she's like, "Hi, are you new here? What's your name?" And he's like, looks at her and kind of scared. He goes, "Fernando," and she goes, "Oh, Fernando, you new here?" And he goes, "Yeah." And they start talking, and then after a while, like we all get to meet Fernando. Actually, pretty
This
cool guy.
can't be too horny. This is
No. We're
15-year-old
getting
story.
we're getting to a.
Oh, are you getting turned on?
No, I'm worried for Pato.
No, yeah, he can masturbate without porn, so I don't know. Like,
like
you can probably do it without his hand.
Fucking
That's crazy that you
can
find
go
that
tantric.
impressive. You think you can?
masturbating without
I think
porn?
I might. Like sometimes I've been watching porn, and when I'm about to like climax, I can't get there, and then my imagination like takes the
Feels
last
in.
like 10%. Yeah, like I need
Funny.
something
Yeah, no,
real.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
anyways.
That's just a story. So we all get to meet him. Really cool guy. Great at soccer. Makes him instantly popular. In
Yeah,
a
so he's
Spanish,
talented.
Yeah.
All of it.
Cool guy.
Yeah. Anyway, so then like a few weeks pass, and then he
I
starts.
want to be friends with him. He's 15
No,
years old.
he's really
Yeah, dude, this 15-year-old guy is sick, dude.
Yeah. So then, like I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks pass, and he starts talking to like all of the girls. He's like cool with everyone, all the boys, and then after that Sunday, I remember, I see him together, not with Regina George, but with Nuria.
Oh,
Nuria was like the next door girl, kind of like
Right.
archetype. She was like very cute. She was really like nice to hang out with. She
yeah,
was like
chill,
this
can crack some jokes. You know.
and
But not hot.
not cute, but not
Well,
like
no,
hot in the
yeah, yeah.
Regina
No,
way.
but once you took her glasses off, though.
yeah, then
Yeah.
she walked down the stairs. Kiss me.
Like not
No.
Regina hot, but like
No, but she was very attractive. But she was like more of a homely girl. And
I thought you
when
were gonna say homeless.
no, and when they walked in, like like holding hands, all cute
Yeah.
in class, we like me and my best friend, we turned to Regina George, and she was seething. You could see it.
Yeah.
She was like, and like the entire school year, Regina George tried to sabotage this relationship, and Fernando couldn't like give a fuck.
Yeah.
He was like, "No, I'm with Nuria."
Like how,
They broke up.
We're so invested in your 15-year-old story.
Dude, they broke up, and it broke my heart. Like
because
now,
I can picture it. Like I can see how hot these people are.
this kind of is like Mean Girls. though.
I maybe like did Euphoria.
Yeah,
like in my
kinda.
mind, it was kind of
Yeah.
This kind of is like kind of the plot of Mean Girls in a way. Though.
It is
Yeah,
crazy.
sort of.
Yeah, Lindsay
if you-
Lohan was like the homie girl, and then.
But if you see those pictures, like if you see the pictures of those kids when they are 15, they look like children, and it's funny because in those shows they put high school situations.
Oh yeah, they're
with, like,
20 something.
20-something-year-old
Yeah.
all hot with hot boobs.
I think it was
That's how. But that's how we see our
hot
past. Like in that when we were 15, like the hot
a
girl,
14-year-old way of describing. Like,
Hot
what
as-
do you want in a girl? I don't know, hot boobs.
hot ass boobs.
Yeah.
That's what I look for in Pornhub. That's my search bar.
Hot boobs.
That's my level of intelligence.
Oh, dude! Imagine just searching, just putting boobs in the search
Dude.
bar. Like,
Have I told you guys
So
the story
naive.
about tíos cachondos?
No.
Oh
No.
shit, dude. Okay, so cachondos in Spanish means two things. It means to be like very fun and funny, but it also means to be horny.
yeah, I know,
So-
I know it is horny. I never heard it as funny.
Like cachondos can mean like es un cachondo, like he's really fun to
Okay,
hang out
okay.
with. Right.
Cachondeo means like
Yeah, to
get
have a
horny.
No, cachondeo actually means like you're joking. Like estamos
Oh,
de
shit.
cachondeo. It would be weird if you
That's
said it in a horny
confusing
way.
because
Yeah.
sometimes my boss says it. Let's get
Let's get horny and you're like, whoa,
Whoa.
HR, what are you?
Relax.
Fully green, my boss.
Okay, so it means more like
Yeah.
let's get
Yeah. But the thing is, it means the two things.
Yeah.
And when I was like 10, 12, I was getting into comedy. And I didn't know the second meaning of cachondo. I only knew its meaning as like funny.
Oh.
Okay,
So
okay.
I'm in my IT schoolroom like class with my friends.
Yeah.
We're just getting to class and like we boot up the computer and I open up Google and in front of my friends I look up tíos cachondos, which for me meant funny guys, but it actually meant horny guys.
Yeah.
And then I hit
Oh, I
search.
just got it. Yeah, fuck.
I hit the search and just a bunch of guys with no shirt. Like, you know, when the image is previs.
Yeah.
And I'm in the middle of my like 12-year-old IT class, just a screen full of naked dudes, and all my friends are behind me like, dude, what the fuck? What did you look up for? And I was trying to look for comics, and they were
Yeah.
like, no,
True.
you're gay.
Oh my god,
That was
dude.
so bad.
That's how old were you? That's
like 12.
Yeah, that's
no.
the worst time to have
That
that happen.
stinks.
To
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Like everyone would make fun of you for.
Yeah, and also like I don't know why Safe Search wasn't on. It was like a school computer, and I was just looking at porn.
Dios cachondos. Like, oh man.
Would you guys look for porn in IT class or no?
No.
Yes or no?
You couldn't. You had filters.
I don't remember.
Why would you want to?
I remember skipping IT class.
I remember like kids.
I never went.
Oh.
Kids would leave porn. I didn't have IT class, but we had a computer lab. Oh no, I guess we did have IT class. And then kids would leave porn on the computers just as a
What?
prank.
Yeah,
as, like,
yeah,
as a
that I
prank.
remember. Yeah.
Like the screen.
Yeah, they just like
screen
leave a picture of a naked girl or something.
Oh,
In my
shit.
old school, that was happen all the time, and then they actually found out it was the teacher, and he got sent to jail. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
He was putting porn in computer skits.
He was a pedo. Yeah, he got fired and then later sent to prison.
But did he actually like touch anyone?
yeah.
Fuck.
But without them, like he was used to put the girls on his lap to teach them how to do
No.
things. And one girl went to the director and said he was touching my hoo-ha.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Yeah. He did it in like a IT gross guy way.
Wow. Is he in jail now?
Sneaky way. I actually have no clue. I was
Yeah.
like in this school from 6 to 12, and I heard about this story like
There were
when I was
rumors?
18 already.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that like the actual change happened when I was way older. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
that
Dude.
fucking sucks.
They
Yeah.
fired the teacher of mine for making a joke. A very dark
Oh.
joke, actually. Like, he was like the funniest teacher I've ever had. He used to like treat us
Ooh.
like adults when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Those are
he
good teachers.
he was
but
really
they're
cool.
Dangerous because
Yes.
like they're good for kids. I think like if they're not creepy, they're good for
No,
kids.
he's not creepy at all.
But
He was
if
cool.
you have like an actual adult that treats you like another adult, I think that's healthy for a teenager.
It is, but sometimes he wouldn't know where the line was.
Oh, yeah,
was the
that's
problem.
tricky.
So like, what happened was this kid. They used to give us scissors to like do arts and crafts that were so bad that you couldn't cut paper with them. So a kid was apparently doing a suicide joke with his friend. He was like trying to cut his like veins.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, they're so bad, I can't even kill myself."
Yeah.
And then this teacher sees this, grabs the scissors, and takes them and says, "You have to cut horizontally, or it won't work." As like a joke. And the kid was just like.
Everyone's like that video.
Yeah.
on YouTube. Ah!
And then like this kid told his mom, and then the mom like went in like full force, and they fired the teacher. We actually started a GoFundMe and a change.org for that teacher to be accepted
That's
back.
nice.
But
Wow.
no,
Didn't work?
No.
That stings because
a poorly timed joke.
working, a poorly
And-
timed jokes.
He just bombed.
feel
Like
bad
you
for
can't
him.
fire a guy for bombing.
Same thing happened with one of my teachers, but
fire
he
a
used
guy
to
for bombing.
give like STD that stuff like
Yeah.
sex ed to us, and it was the best sex ed I've ever had.
That's funny.
I realized it was a joke.
That's
After I
really
said it.
funny.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
good.
best sex ed I've ever had.
The best sex ed. Yeah, dude, you should write it down. It's really good.
He was really funny about it, and like I remember this was the first person to say to me and scream at the top of he's gay too, and it was extra funny. He kept screaming, "If your dick or vagina has something red on it, it's not normal. It's not normal."
That is good sex ed.
Dude,
That
and I
is good
remember
sex ed.
I had a red thing on my penis, and turns out it was normal. So fuck that guy.
Oh.
But it was good because I went to get checked on
Yeah, that's
because I
good.
would never say anything. So like that got in my head. Oh, it's not
Dude,
normal.
you know what happened to me when I was a
He
kid?
got fired because he kept
we're-
screaming that shit. That's the end of the story.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how we ended up in this rabbit hole about talking about like
High
sex
school teachers.
I don't know, but this
like
is fun.
our youthful sex
Yeah.
thoughts or whatever. But this one time when I was like first like masturbating for the first times, I instead of like actual like cream or something like that, I use shampoo.
Shampoo.
Oh,
So it like
rookie
fizzed.
mistake. Yeah.
What?
It fizzed.
No, it after I was like it was fine during the moment, but then later like
Burn.
it doesn't all go away.
Oh.
It like
Crusts up.
dried
Yeah.
over.
You had a crusty dick?
And I
Crusty
got
dick.
so freaked out because I thought I had a disease. Like I would, that I would have to cut my
Oh, you
dick off.
poor thing.
It's like when like a snake molts or something like that. It was like that, and so
I have a good
I had to
story.
fucking peel it off. But luckily, I
You
realized.
did this. I thought you were gonna eat it.
I mean, I was a dumb kid. Probably I could have just put like some hot water over in it.
Well, not too hot, but yeah.
Yeah, not too hot. Yeah.
Just put my dick in boiling water.
Warm water.
It took me
That's
like
where you're
I
looking
think
for
it took me a solid 4 or 5 days to get all of it off.
Did you shower?
Yeah.
And when you showered, didn't go away?
Not completely, man.
Oh.
I was a dumb kid. I will admit this.
Did you not? Okay, wash your dick.
Well, okay. One thing, I'm circumcised. So
Same here, brother.
Same here.
Right on, brother.
Oh, we're
All right. All right.
all? Yeah.
That's actually
Wait, you said circumcised?
yeah.
I'm
Circumcised.
uncircumcised. No, I'm not.
Oh, then you're
circumcised.
not.
Oh, so you're not.
Fuck you.
Yeah, why'd you
No.
fist bump us?
With
What
all
the
those
fuck?
gross.
extra skin? Yeah, fucking.
I was gonna be really surprised that all three of us are.
Yeah, we should have
circumcised.
touched tips. Like,
Yeah.
if it was actually true, we should have been like,
Fist.
that would have made us brothers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brothers for
bumps.
life.
Tip bumps.
Dick
But
bros.
yeah, I mean, you don't have to wash your dick that much since you're not serious. I mean, I would take showers a lot, but like
But you wash your dick. You don't wash your dick when you shower?
but like a quick one, get some body soap, to get,
Yeah, exactly.
like really quick.
What else?
Not,
Yeah,
you
but
know-
that should have taken care of the shampoo.
Look, I want to reiterate, I was a really dumb kid. Like I can't.
I don't think you need to.
I know. I could have done something better.
Okay.
I'm
Did you
aware.
ask anyone? Did you? Say
No, I was so
something?
embarrassed.
Me too.
Yeah.
But you grew up with your dad, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
I grew
and
up
your
without
dad
a
didn't teach you to masturbate. That's what dads are for.
No, because I would imagine if you had a dad around often, you would ask. Because I grew up with my mom.
Oh no, I
also.
don't
Yeah.
know. I'd be scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What if he
that's
gets
interesting.
angry because you got like an STD or something?
I always blame
Oh.
my dad because I don't know sex stuff.
Oh no, dude! My parents didn't give me a sex talk.
No?
They just gave me a book.
neither did
They
I.
gave me a book called
Really?
"Sex for Teenagers."
Did you read it?
I did read it.
And it was good?
It wasn't like it was very cold. It was a weird way to find out about
Just
stuff that honestly
analytical.
most of it I knew about because
Yeah,
they gave
yeah.
it to me when I was 14. I had
So
internet
late.
access when I was like
access.
access. Yeah, that was a weird like
Yeah.
access to sex since I was 13. So like they were like vaginas work this way. And like I know I've seen 100 pussies.
Yeah, I seen an asshole outside.
Yeah, like
Of
turn
a-
in fully in.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that?
Like an Audi belly button.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I got like a little bit of that, and then I was search for more of that.
Oh,
and
God,
the more
no.
of that is too much.
No, dude, I don't
went
want to think
further?
about, dude. Guys,
Yeah.
I'm getting so uncomfortable thinking about
Yeah.
exposed butts. Audi butts.
Exposed.
Audi butts? No.
It's intestine actually. The intestine is outside.
Ay, Gabriel, it's not
Sorry.
getting better.
That once back to the jerking off. As
Victor's
a teenager.
touching his ass, by the way.
I'm just like
he's holding it for protection.
like it's gonna pop out. I'm just like
Holding it
they're
in.
like, no, dude. I just watched the substance. I can picture it.
yeah, man.
I once jerked off with a soap my mom got from a farmer's market, and it had a bunch of seeds on it, like farmer's market.
Oh yeah,
soap.
it had like a texture to it. So
yeah, there's a bunch of like
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
inside
So
of
a
like
tree
a
grew out
gel.
of your dick.
Yeah, no, I actually jerked off, and the seeds were there, and then my dick started hurting a lot from the inside, like the inside of the
A
urethra.
seed got in.
My head went to a seed for sure got in. Like there's no way it didn't
Wow.
because it was kind of swollen and everything.
Oh.
And I had to tell my mom because it was hurting a lot. I couldn't walk, and then I went to my mom like, Mom. So. And this is what I said. I was cleaning my dick very thoroughly
Mom, I was being a good kid.
Yeah.
Brushing my teeth, brushing my dick.
with the seeds, and it hurts now a lot. And I think something got inside. And my mom was so shocked, and she believed in me. So
Yeah, well,
she goes, let's go to the hospital.
it's a
But
good
my
story.
my mom was with her boyfriend at the time, and her boyfriend came out of the bedroom like tired. He was late.
You've been jerking off again,
Exactly.
kid.
He's like, he just jerked off a little bit too rough. It's fine. Go back to bed. And he was. He actually went back to bed.
Leave him alone.
Leave
he
him
has to
alone.
learn.
Yeah.
He'll pass it.
I've been there. Like, in the
Yeah,
next
we all
day.
get seeds in our dicks. It's part of being a boy.
That's wild. Did you just jerk off too much in that day, or
Maybe. I don't know. I still to this day.
that's
Or
never
maybe I had
really
an
happened to
allergic
me.
reaction to the
Right,
soap.
right.
Dude, I never got used to jacking off with lubricant.
No, me
I just
neither.
go fully dry now.
No,
need.
mostly I go fully dry, but
Yeah.
at the time sometimes like with the shampoo story, sometimes you're like, oh.
Dude,
what
also
the-
I don't like when it sounds a lot. Even if I'm like by myself, when you
I
like
love it.
really get that like
I see. I know.
I
what you
don't
mean.
like. I don't know. It makes me feel dirtier when it's
Yeah,
very loud.
yeah.
I
You know what I
wanna
mean?
I wanna mention this too, that I'm not like too proud of the fact that I'm circumcised. I'd rather be uncircumcised.
Really?
Absolutely,
Dude,
yeah.
I love being circumcised.
No, but like you don't know what it's like uncircumcised.
I no. They say you lose feeling in the tip because it's not covered by skin.
Yeah.
But I think you just get used to it.
No, I think I
it's-
think we're missing out on some.
You think you're
feelings,
missing out?
on some feelings?
We might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I need to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we should probably
Yeah.
call it.
It's a good episode, like almost hour and
had
a
fun.
half.
We
Yeah.
did
had a lot of
divulge into just
fun.
talking about our dicks and
At the end,
Yeah,
but I have an opinion about this. Like
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about why I talk a lot about jerking off, and
Yeah.
most comedians talk about jerking off.
well,
And
not
I was-
most. I don't think.
I was being
You
honest.
know who we haven't mentioned this episode? Louis C.K.
Oh.
There we go.
I almost did when we were talking about people that you would freak out if you
Yeah.
met.
Oh.
Probably that's probably one of them. I would
Probably.
assume.
But anyways, my point is, it's a huge part of my life. Like if I add up in my amount of hours stuff I do in my life, it's probably not in the top 3,
No.
but it's in the top like 10
I
for
don't
sure.
think so. Even if you do it like twice a day, it's just like 15 minutes tops per.
Okay, not
whack.
time wise, but time a day that sex is occupying my mind. No,
You think
you don't
about,
think about sex often.
I think about
Wait.
sex often, but not
Oh,
enough to like.
Oh, you're talking about like how much
Like
sex
I think
occupies
about
your mind?
I think about sex more than I think about my finances.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
So that's
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you had to
because I
rank them-
masturbate every day, but I don't check my bank balance
exactly.
every day. Yeah.
So my point is, in terms of like, if you're comparing them, like things you think about in a day,
Yeah.
I think sex and masturbation is pretty high
Oh, wait,
up.
I don't know about masturbation. Definitely like sex.
Sex, yeah.
Sex, yeah.
Especially when I'm bored. That's the part that I'm like trying to hold back.
Yeah.
When I'm working from home and I'm bored, I just jack off. Like
Yeah.
the other day, I went up to 5. Like it was a
Wow.
lot. Yeah. Like the last
That's a
one,
lot.
Marathon.
Man. That's a lot.
dude. Like no, the last one was.
I've been there. I'm not
It,
gonna
but
lie.
it didn't feel good. But I just wanted the dopamine hit. I felt like a fiend, like a dick
No,
affected fiend.
I
Yeah.
think every guy knows that feeling. Of
No,
feeling
for
just,
sure.
Like
Yeah.
completely.
You know what? I'm
Like,
going in
It didn't
tonight.
feel good. Like I let out a drop, and then I just felt so dirty. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, what the fuck did I do again? Like my dick was like stinging.
You know, like the post cum awareness.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
friend used to call it a like werewolf moment. You know, when you're like you are a werewolf and then you're back to human. You're like,
That's a good description.
A werewolf moment.
yeah.
You do have those, and you know what?
And you're like, yeah, you are like, what did I just do?
yeah, you're not living. I'm living with Barbara for the past 7 years, and
Oh,
that you
yeah.
cannot do that when you're living with someone because it's 5 hours of jerking off.
What?
What are you guys talking about?
What?
5 hours of jerking
you
off,
fucking
dude.
talking
How long does it take you? What the fuck?
I thought we were
I meant
talking
5
about-
times.
5 times, not
You thought I
hours.
was masturbating for 5 hours?
Having a nice
You fucking monkey.
a tantric
What the
session.
I thought we were on the same
Coming through
page.
meetings.
He puts on candles and like
Okay.
music, and he has a tantric 5-hour church.
It's not gonna get better than this. Let's end it on this, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
dude.
fair.
For real, guys, this is a lovely episode, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you too.
Yeah, I love
it's,
you guys.
it's been a long
Love
time
you guys
coming
too.
that
Yeah,
the
this is
Pod Boys
great.
had to have a talk.
Say it, Pato. Say you love us.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
That didn't feel coercive at all.
Doodaloo. Bye bye.